Stream right now. Okay, thank you, chat, for letting me know I was muted.
This is going to be. It's been an interesting morning for sure.
Guys,
Both
this is
tired
like
and getting
so
things
early
set
in the
up.
morning for Max.
Yeah.
It's not early for me. I've been up since 8. I worked out.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Nice.
I'm awake. But I was just showing off Mahler, and I was saying Mahler's awesome, but I have an awesomer person on the stream. We got MVP,
Oh
who also
gosh,
has
you
new
are.
merch.
I do, yeah. You were too kind. Thank you again for having me on, X-Ray. And yeah, my stream will be starting up soon, and I will be wearing some of that excellent merch
I'm
that
so
you got.
jealous. I want your hat. I can't wait. It's ready to order, right? Ready to
They are, yeah.
order.
The shop is open right now. Here, let me I'll post it in your chat if
Thank
that's
you.
all right.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
is more than fine. If you guys want a MVP hat, I like the font. I like the logo. Very simple, very easy. You can get one, and it's a nice hat. It's a nice clean hat. Hi, Jojo. Bye, Jojo.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think it turned out looking great, and I'm really excited to. I've already got a couple people who have purchased it, so I'm hoping that we'll
Ooh.
see some in Vegas. So yeah,
There we go. There we go. So hello, chat. Thank you for joining so early in the morning. Happy Easter for those who celebrate Easter.
yeah,
Uh,
happy Easter.
yeah, I don't know. Do you go to church for Easter? Is that a thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's like most people like who tend to go to church will like the big two like the Super Bowls of church are like Christmas and Easter.
Christmas and
So,
Easter. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. The Super Bowls of church. That's one way to put it. The
Yeah,
ones that you have to go for is those ones. If you
right?
do,
Yeah.
what Mark told me this morning, you'll have to maybe go to confession, and then they'll recommend however Hail Marys, and then I forgot the other one. He's trying to teach me about it. I'm,
For Catholic Mass, you'll have you'll there's a whole ceremony there's a lot of yeah, like discipline, there's a lot of disciplinary like I guess guidelines and stuff to go over.
mm-hmm.
I don't know much about the Catholic Church. I have friends that are in the Catholic Church, but I'm more like Baptist.
Oh,
So
they don't mix
yeah.
some, so I've heard.
Um
Or is it the Christians
it's
and the Baptists? I forgot.
I think, because Baptists are like a certain denomination of Christianity. So I think we all mix because we all worship the same God. Just how
Oh,
we do so is a little
it's
bit different.
different. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. See, I'm learning. Um,
But yeah,
chat,
real quick, let me just say hi to
no
my
worries.
live
I
stream.
will, I will.
So
Do you want to mute me or?
no, you're good. You're good. I can if I, or actually, here, let me do that. I'll mute you real quick.
Yeah.
There
By
we
the
go.
way, I
Um,
organized my stuff, and I'm really happy and proud I organized it. I know I seem
What's
silly.
going on, everyone? Thank you guys so much for being here. And yeah, welcome to the Warhammer stream. Happy Easter to you all. I'm here with Xray Girl. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go ahead and bring her on. But thanks again for being here with me, Xray. I
Aw,
appreciate it.
thank you. Okay, I'm like, why haven't hasn't your stream? Oh, there we go. Your stream is on my stream now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, why?
Good.
It's not capturing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, you know what? Maybe I have to have it up. There we go. I have to have it up so that the window can capture you. So they can see you.
Oh.
Perfect. Okay, so we are going to build a billion things more. I had a recommendation on Mark's chat to not put the backpacks on the Space Marines before I paint. Apparently,
Oh,
it's
okay.
easier to paint, which looking at the backpacks, if you see on these, I don't know, getting this to focus is going to be difficult. Even the guns, like this is going to be harder to paint with the guns, but I mean,
Mm.
YOLO. This is my first army,
YOLO.
making my mistakes. What minis are we
And
painting today? We're not painting yet. I have to build my entire army first.
yeah. And may I just say, X-Ray, your setup looks impeccable. Comparatively to last time, it
I
looks really
know.
nice.
I'm telling you, the angulation of the camera really matters.
Well, no, everything's organized, everything looks nice.
I
You've got your models
know.
there.
I'm
Yeah,
so
so I'm digging it.
happy because, like,
Yeah, it looks
I,
good.
I don't know, it was so messy last time. I'm like, this bothers me. Can you tell? Can you
I,
tell?
I think you were just so excited to start. You were just like, okay,
I
let's
don't
put
know.
everything on the table.
I don't know what I need. I don't know. Well, I mean, as a woman, I like to put everything on the table. And get
Ooh.
get everything clear. This is not supposed to be. That was not supposed to be dirty, but it sounded dirty. I know.
It
I know.
did, yeah.
I know. Guys.
Um, let me just say hi to Cajun Corey. What's up? Happy Easter. Happy
Hi.
Easter, Ash and Keely and Clinton. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here and happy Easter. Ash, I saw you purchased one of the MVP hats. I'm going to throw mine on right now. So thank you for grabbing
Ooh,
one because
nice.
they are amazing. Yeah.
I love that you wear hats less. I mean, the hats look good, but I'm happy
Oh,
you're embracing the. Okay, how do I
the
say this?
hairstyle. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I was gonna say something. I'm like, it's gonna sound super wrong. How do I say this
Or,
without?
or maybe the lack of hairstyle. I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad you have the rated PG version of what I was gonna say.
Well,
Uh,
yeah. Well, thank you. Well, it's funny because it's like, we always talk about on poor choices or just in general, like whenever a girl gives a compliment, a guy will take that and he'll live his whole rest of like the rest of his life, based off of that compliment. You know?
Facts. I mean, that's an
And
example right there.
yeah, so right there, it's been like, okay, all right, gotta wear less hats.
I mean,
Um,
you don't have to wear less hats, but you know that you're okay without your hat.
Well, I appreciate it. Now I will probably wear them just because of the MVP merch now. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, the
Do
the
it.
because the MVP stuff is cool. I'm gonna take my headphones off for just 1 second.
I'll say all the gamer words now. I've got some minis I could paint, but never the time to do it. Farron, do it. Do it. Do it. Honestly, chat, this has been such a fun little journey. Hi, puppies. Hey, put some pants on.
No.
Oh, God.
Me? No, I'm kidding.
No, Mark. He's walking around in his underwear, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
It's Easter. I've given up pants for Lent.
Oh,
Or maybe you were talking to one of your space marines and you were like, "Hey, put some freaking armor on."
yeah. Put your leg on. That
Yeah.
also sounds like I'm talking to Mark.
Oh yeah, I guess that could be it too, huh?
Oh no. Oh gosh. Hail to everyone in the chat. Thank you for joining. I'm guessing y'all are Warhammer lovers or just like a chill morning. Yeah, Mark's
I
doing
think
it again.
I think they're just fans of you, Xray, whether they're into Warhammer or not. I think they just like coming to hang out with you.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm chill.
I'm okay.
I'm okay. Oh, I lost count of which number I was on. Oh, 20. These are like printed so small, and earlier I was telling Max, I'm like, I'm so freaking blind. This is not gonna be good.
Uh-oh.
I decided to try to do this in less light, and I probably shouldn't have. I didn't set up my ring lights. Next time I'm going to.
Yeah, there are actually like hobby lights, like
I
I don't want to
have
call them
this.
Warhammer lights, but they're just like, yeah, I don't know.
That,
They're meant for like hobby painting and building and stuff
oh
that
yeah,
are
actually this
super
works.
bright.
This works. I'm looking for
Ooh.
24. There we go. I think this is actually a bike light.
Like one that you would put on a bicycle?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what this part was for because it probably got stored in it by accident. This little storage case, which I found
Oh.
all my stuff, and like, I mean, it works, but you
Oh my
guys can't
gosh,
see anything on the stream then if I turn it on.
I was gonna say that thing is like a spot. That's like the bat light
I know, guys.
out in the
I'm bat
sky.
signaling y'all.
Yeah. Bat
Okay.
signal.
23 and 22. 23. Okay, I got it. I found it. I need to. I can't see in the dark. I'm in complete dark right now. It feels like complete dark. I know it looks like it's bright, guys, but it's actually not that bright.
Oh. Well, I like your color shirt you have on. It's very
Thank
Eastery, very
you.
bright. Yeah.
I was trying to
It's
think
like
pastels, but
yeah.
hey,
God.
I don't know how to celebrate Easter very well, besides eating food.
I just realized how feminine I sounded there. I was like, it's nice pastel. I love your
Some
shirt.
pastel color is so it complements the holiday that we're in right now.
Yeah. I promise I am
Max is like backtracking. I'm
masculine.
so masculine right
I'm
now.
so masculine and I'm ready to build
Hear
Black
me
Templar.
roar.
Yeah. We are going to build, Space Marine masculine, blah 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 killers.
Yeah, we're making some masculine armies right now.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh my gird. Why did I say gird? Gird reminds me of a.
Oh my gird.
Well.
So for those of you who are wondering, this is what I'm going to be building this morning. This comes from the Black Templar army box set that comes with like the codex and the cards, like the Psyker cards and mission cards. But I think I'm gonna be doing the Emperor's Champion today. We'll see.
I'm gonna bring
Just
you
gotta
guys
pull 'em.
closer. I feel like it's not close enough to my table setup.
Hey.
There you go. Is that better? Oh, camera's falling. Oh no! It's too heavy. Okay.
Your camera?
Yeah. I think that's fine. That's fine. It looks fine. Okay.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
All right. Perfect. Xray goes Valley Girl. Yeah, guys. I'm really Valley Girl at heart. If you guys haven't noticed, I grew up a very girly girl. But tomboy as well. I don't know. I'm kind of a mix.
And that's like honestly like I went to church with my parents last night for us to, celebrate Easter and stuff. We went to dinner and they always talk about like, so how's dating life? Met any girls at school? Blah blah.
Do you want to meet
And
girls at school?
I was about to say, I was like, guys, I don't want to meet I don't think you guys understand the women that I'd probably meet. Especially if you're on like the whatever podcast or whatever. And but all that being said, you hit the nail on the head though, Xray. It's like there's like a good mixture of like for you have like a good tomboyish side, but also super girly, but also like gamer and nerdy. Like you can do a lot of that stuff and appreciate all of that. I don't, and so I think I'm looking for that good balance of a girl who's like not too like way too girly, but way too masculine. There's a nice balance between the two.
It's hard to find. I kind of fell into it. I wasn't even like this. I was open to it. I think that was the thing. I was open to it, whereas a lot of people, they are not. Like, you know how like on the whatever podcast and guy when he's explaining that like World of Warcraft, when he's like, if the guy's doing a raid and it's his passion, like how do you feel about it? And they're like, ew, no.
Yeah.
What's that? I mean, it's fine that they say what's that, but the way they say it is just so derogatory or feels so like judgmental, like ugh.
Yeah, like they're about to throw up. What's that?
Disgusting. But yeah, chat's like, what is a girl, what is a woman?
Oh no.
Well, these days with the way advertising's is going,
Oh my
who knows?
God.
It's very confusing.
Hey, whatever, what is her name? Riley Gaines, something like that. Whatever she is, that's a freaking woman. I mean, give
I
me
don't know who
that
that
all day.
is.
That's the girl who was just recently attacked, the swimmer who stood up against yeah, it's a whole thing.
I stood up against the guy swimmer. What's his face?
I forget his
Leah
name.
Thomas.
Leah Thomas, yes, thank you.
Oh,
And
okay.
it is his name, yes, absolutely. But and I don't want to go too much, these streams are supposed to be super chill, so I won't get into it too much, but I do find it more attractive when a woman tends to be like more based, dare I say?
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh well.
Oh my God. Razorback says the unironic erasure of tomboys is maddening. It's kind of true, right? Tomboys are being
Dude.
erased right now.
Right?
Kind
Well, because
of.
it's like you can't like X-rays as a kid. You were probably like, tackling your brothers or, goofing
Crying in the
around with them.
corner when they're making fun of me, but it's
Yeah,
fine. It's
that
fine.
too, that too. But you have a level of like tomboyishness to you, where
Yes.
now they'd just be like, "Oh, you're not a tomboy, you're just a man."
No. See, this is the thing. I've seen it in both ways where I had a lot of influence with my brothers, and then I've had friends who had, influence from their sisters. And when they're so young at like 4 or 5 years old, I think it's fine when like a little boy sees his sisters getting their nails done and he's like, I want color too. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
going to tell them, no, it's not for boys. That's fine. They see their
yeah.
sisters. They want to do what their sisters are doing. It's the same thing with girls. I'm going to go play soccer with them and ride bikes and I don't know, do some crazy stuff. And I think it's fine. And then when you grow up, you decide what you want to do. But I don't think letting children being like, you're a boy or you're a girl is
Yeah.
necessarily a good thing. You just don't worry about it. Let them have fun. It's fine. They'll
Yeah.
find out eventually.
There are moments where even young boys like put on their mom's high heels because they think
Yeah.
it's funny or they think it's goofy
But
or
doesn't indicate that they're girly or,
yeah. Or little girls, want to be like their dad, so they put on a tie and they put on their shoes or
I
whatever.
definitely did that.
See,
Not
yeah, that's
well.
what I'm saying. And yeah, and I don't think either one there's anything wrong with that, but that doesn't mean that they are then like, oh, you're now this, and it's like, oh, because you put on a tie, or because you put on heels. So, yeah, like you said, just let them have fun. They're kids. They have no idea what life is until they get, into their teens, and even still, I mean, look, I'm 29 and I still don't even know what I'm doing. So,
Trust me, my parents never knew what they were doing. I've had
yep,
full conversations about what their life was like.
yeah,
And you'll never feel like you know what you're doing. And I think
yeah,
that's like such a scary thought almost. But hey,
it
that's
is, yeah,
life. It's life.
yeah.
So,
Um, Even so, my mom grew up with four brothers, so she's the
oh, dang.
only girl. Yeah, and all four of her brothers were all like fairly masculine dudes. They were all really into Star Wars and Star Trek, and so she watched it with them, and that's how she kind of got her nerd stuff. But
Hmm.
yeah, so like she grew up with them as a tomboy and had to kind of hold her own, and she's one of the most girly girls I know. So yeah, I think, not being raised by men and women or brothers and sisters and stuff doesn't I don't think should
Dictate your
dictate.
gender. No.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
grew up like a very big tomboy. I was a tomboy, except I did dance. And then I was still a tomboy growing up with the dance. And then all of a sudden I found myself in aesthetics with nails. I had no idea how to paint nails. I had no idea how to do anything girly besides makeup for competition, which is like clown makeup. I'm not going to lie. But that's a whole other story. And it took one of my girlfriends at the age of 24 to tell me that I actually was girly because I was under the impression I was a tomboy my entire life, which I think, in a sense, yes,
Oh.
I was, but I had a lot of aspects being very, quote, female. And I mean,
Mm.
that's fine. It's great. And it took a little
Yeah.
bit to find my way into my femininity. And, you
Yeah.
know, hi, Mark.
I'm pretty happy that I found my way to your femininity. Hey there, good looking.
Wow. Happy Easter, honey.
Happy Easter, baby. You know my
Happy
Savior
Easter, Mark.
resurrected.
Tell him I say hi.
How's yours?
Everybody says hi and happy Easter. I'm so, oh my God.
Come on, Easter flirting.
Did Mark say he's glad he
Not very
found your
easy to do.
femininity?
No, not exactly. He said he's happy he's found his way into my femininity.
Ah, much better, much better.
That's why I face palmed. He's so proud of that
love it.
line. I'm looking at it right now.
He's this big old grin on his face.
He
Yep.
does.
Oh, gotta love him.
Amazing.
I'm excited to see him in Vegas.
Oh yes, Vegas is gonna be so fun. So fun. We got Brian for $2 saying poor choices and Sundays are now plastic choices. We don't choose plastic in women, just plastic in our toys. Wow!
I actually have to agree. I like a natural woman.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's gonna get clipped, but yeah, I like a natural one too.
What, me saying that or the super
No,
chat?
no, it's just I just said I like plastic in our toys, and then I'm like, someone's gonna say phrasing.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Uh-huh. What's up? Chat.
I must have missed that because you must have dropped out because I didn't hear that line. I
Oh,
would have died
sorry.
laughing if I heard
Yeah,
that.
because plastic in our toys. I'm glad it didn't say silicone. That would have been even
Ooh,
more
yeah.
embarrassing.
Or batteries in our toys.
Oh my god. I mean, Mark is semi-battery operated, so.
There you go.
Oh no. I'm getting in trouble for that one. Maybe on Twitter.
Speaking of girly things, you on FNT, I was like, oh, this is Xray's inner girl coming out, or like inner little girl when they showed the picture of Quarter Black in the what was it, in the little Ewok costume.
Oh
And
my
you
god, that was
instantly
so
turned
cute.
you instantly turned into, oh my god, he's so cute. It was like you were seeing JoJo for the first time or something.
Yeah, I mean, if Quarter Black Garrett actually became an Ewok and looked like that, I would scream and like be like, "Oh, you're so adorable! I want to keep you forever," even though that sounds creepy. But if I ever met Mark in that cute little outfit, I would just be like, I want to keep you forever. You're so cute and adorable."
To be fair, I would absolutely buy a little Quarter Black Garrett Ewok.
Yep. Super cute, right? Super cute.
It was photoshopped just perfectly.
Yup. Chat, how are you liking the cameras, by the way? Are they good? Are they bad? Do we want a zoomer inner? I think I should make it bigger. That's also what she's.
Zoomer inner.
That's also. I feel like
Mark
I should.
McGrath, who's down with MVP? Good to see you, Mark. Thank you for being here, brother. And Alan, aka Rockite Man. He says, I'm primarily watching Xray Girl's live stream, but I popped over here to give MVP a like. Happy Easter. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that, Alan. I first read that. I first read that as I'm primarily watching Xray Girl, but I pooped over here to give Max a happy Easter. But
Oh
yeah,
my
thanks,
goodness. Y'all are being so silly. I love it. Thank you for the. It's a good setup. Perfect. I'm glad you guys are liking the organization. I'm such a girl, guys. Look at my little tray of organized stuff. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it.
I cannot wait to see this once your stream catches up, because I'm looking at it right now. But
it's like 70% inventory organization.
What?
Resident Evil 4, the inventory management is a lot of fun.
Oh no.
Because it's like Tetris almost. I don't know.
I don't know, honey.
On my streams, I took autism breaks.
Oh my god.
We had breaks.
Autism breaks.
I'm gonna call them ot breaks. Mark, do we need an ot break right now?
Okay.
Guys, if you have not yet, you should head over to see what an expert looks like when they're playing with their plastic crack. Is it called playing with?
Playing with, building, either way.
Building, yeah. Building your plastic crack. I like crack.
Hey, we don't do crack in this.
Well,
I'm doing plastic crack right now. It feels so good.
It's very therapeutic.
Like, it's really cool. I have so many art projects that I'm excited to do. But right now it's all the Warhammer stuff, and I feel like what I'm gonna have to end up. Oh no, I forgot to file this. What I'm gonna have to end up doing is I want to build the army and paint it, and then that way I know like the process. And then I'm gonna have to buy some more stuff. I saw on Amazon an Ogren.
Ooh, okay.
which is the character I play when I played Darktide, and it looked so
Oh.
cool. It looked so cute. If you can say an Ogren looks cute.
I was just about to say, aren't those things like disgustingly, you know,
They're
isn't
large
he?
and they're ugly
Yeah,
and they have
My
ugly
cute.
hair. Thank you, honey. And
I guess.
yeah, but I think they're
Yeah,
cute.
'cause
Look at the dogs that I've had. Okay, Harley was ugly, but she was cute. I can fully
that's
admit that.
that's true. I'll give you that.
Yeah. May she rest in peace. I love her.
Oh,
I can see her on the
R.I.P.
mantelpiece right now.
Oh,
Hi, hi, Rocky. Hi, baby.
I think the chat needs puppies.
Mm.
But Rocky might eat your Space Marines.
Yeah, please don't.
Rocky, don't eat the Space Marines, buddy.
Oh, the Iron Omega for 20 says, when you paint or build your Dreadnought X-Ray, make sure you name it Mark. You should check out Play on Tabletop's new beginner series. They are Canadian too. Ask MVP about the lore behind Dreadnoughts. Okay, there we go. MVP, lore behind Dreadnoughts.
ooh, dreadnoughts are really cool, especially. So I'm a Space Wolves player, which means that Bjorn the Fell-Handed, which is like one of the most notorious dreadnoughts in the universe, basically his lore is that he is said to live so long that he actually fought alongside the Emperor back in the 30,000th, like year 30,000, the 31st millennium or something like
Oh,
that.
really?
Um, so he
Hot damn.
is, yeah, so he's super old. But essentially, when a Space Marine is no longer, basically when they become Mark the Cyborg, when they've either lost a part of their body to where they can't fight on the battlefield anymore, they will be entombed and encased in these gigantic dreadnought pieces. So that big, like robot-looking thing on your board set there, that is a dreadnought, and inside that, encased and entombed, is a Space Marine who still fights for the cause, but now he's just, in this massive
He's on a
robotic
new
thing.
level
Yeah, so dreadnoughts are super cool.
when
There's
they're
a lot
not
of really
willing and
fun lore
able.
behind
I
them.
think that's so awesome.
Yeah.
This the metamorphosis. They become
Yeah.
a butterfly, a robotic one.
Sure, I guess you could say that.
Kind of. I mean, I'm just relating it to what I can.
No, for sure. It's like, yeah, if you're not dead yet and you still want to fight for the Emperor's cause, you become a dreadnought. Whether you like it or not, they'll just kind of be like,
Oh,
"Hey,
so
you're
you
now a
have no
dreadnought."
choice in the matter.
I believe so, because it's either like, "Hey, what do you want to do?" You don't have any arms anymore,
Oh my
right?
god.
So they're like, "Okay, so we're gonna put you in this gigantic exoskeleton to be a dreadnought now, so you can still fight." And that's essentially what they do.
Look at his
Um,
face. He has an O face. Oh no, it's not. It's not. You can't see it. It's not.
Oh no.
It's
Is it
blurry.
not focusing?
But he has an O face.
Nice.
This is before he becomes a dreadnought. Oh,
Maybe that's maybe he's so enthusiastic about killing for the Emperor
yeah.
that he's just ecstatic about it, almost orgasmically ecstatic.
Orgasmically. Plastic crack makes this guy orgasmically excited to be a
Yes.
dreadnought. There we go.
Amen.
Would you guys want to be a dreadnought? That's cool though. I like that lore. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. I have
That's a
to
good question.
put the head in properly. I think that looks fine. He's not angled. I'm trying to be so much more precise with it. Look at him. He's so cute. He's armless. He can't wipe his butt when he poops. I had to think about
I
that.
guess, I guess you're right. Well, yeah, last stream too, you were like, "So, do they like have sex and stuff?" And I was like, "I really have never thought about that
Can they
before."
poop?
You're asking all the right questions,
Or
Xray,
all
for
the
sure.
weird questions?
You're like,
Guys,
Max, do they have a zipper on their armor so they can go pee easily? Or like, how does that work?
I'm asking the hard questions. The
You're
ones
right. Those are, yeah.
people have to think about. Chat, what do you think? Do Space Marines poop? And how do you think they have a poop chute that they like press a button and it opens up?
Poop shoot. Confirmed.
What do you think? They pee in their suits. Ew! So they stink.
I think it like filters it out.
Ew! Seriously, so this is real. They actually do pee in their suits. Gross. Not gonna lie.
They're also like super genetically enhanced. Like Space Marines have like 2 hearts, 2 stomachs, like all kinds of crazy shit. Like 3 lungs.
Three
They're
lungs?
they're just built for war. Yeah.
Their poop is probably converted to food, and they eat it. So they're like they're human centipeding themselves.
Oh, I guess if you look at it that way,
That's gross. Not gonna
Space
lie.
Marines are into some nasty stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a more efficient energy wise. But do you want to?
No.
Would you want to eat your own poop? No, not gonna
Yeah.
lie. The amount of extra
Now,
organs they have surgically implanted, it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, dang.
comparatively to someone like Slanesh, who I know you want to build some of them. She would like force you to eat your stuff.
Fecal matter.
Yeah, as like a sexual desire,
Oh, guys.
punishment.
Should I do that to Mark? I'm joking. No, I'm joking. Mark, I would never do that to you. That's disgusting.
Unless you were a demon god from Warhammer.
A demon
who
sex
wanted
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark, do you know who you married? Do you really know who you married?
In that case, it's totally fine. But yeah.
Okay. Oh my God, these arms are very precariously perched on this guy.
Precariously perched. Look at that.
Well, we'll see. There is poop transplants. That was on Grey's Anatomy. I learned about that. Poop transplants are a thing.
Transplants?
Yeah, so when you have I don't know specifically, but when you lose all the bacteria in your gut, you can do a poop transplant with someone who eats very similarly to you so that they can recreate that bacteria in your, intestines. I do not want to imagine that. Ew. Wow, your camera's so good. They can actually see what you're doing. I'm like...
Mine is just... Oh, here, now it's not focusing. Come on now.
It's not behaving.
There we go. All right. Sometimes it likes to behave, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I just have mine hyper focused in on like just my hands. And I had to buy like a rig, like an actual like an overhead rig in order to hold the camera up. So I tried doing a tripod a while ago and it just wasn't working. So the rig works a lot better.
Oh,
But
maybe I'll have to ask what this rig looks like.
yeah.
Eventually. Because I have my camera on a tripod right now and it's all right. It works enough. But I want to improve the look. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm making because it's not focusing very well. There you go. Oh, you can see him. Oh, no. Oh my God. I'm trying to show the face. It's not working. Nope. I will take pictures and put them on Instagram and Twitter for you guys. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So I'm going to leave the backpack off. And then what size base is you? Is you on? 32. I love these little boards. They're awesome.
Little boards? What do you mean?
The
you
little
mean
green
the
board.
little oh, like with all the lines, the
Yeah,
measuring
the
lines and stuff?
graph
Yeah.
board.
Yeah, those are dope.
Best name I can think of for $199. You should check out a Apettus sororitas. I think I said that right. Apettus sororita.
Adeptus sororitas?
Oh no, he spelled it wrong then. I was reading it
Oh,
verbatim. Did you mean Adeptus Sororitas?
I think that's probably what he means.
Oh, yes. Someone in chat saying Adeptus Sororitas. Sororitas? How do you say it again?
The Adeptor Sororitas.
Or how do I say it for Pedis Sororitas? They're space nuns.
They are. Like, they're actually pretty dope. I think the Adeptus Sororitas are actually, like, some of them are actually cooler than Space Marines.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty rad. I just like their undying like faith. Like they're definitely they're like if Mother Teresa was a Space Marine, that would be like they have
Wow.
this like undying faith for the Emperor, and like they carry around prayers and you know
They celebrate Easter too?
they do celebrate Easter.
Oh,
They are the
seriously? I was
Catholic.
just joking.
They are like the well, if Easter to them was the Emperor returning, then yeah, they would celebrate Easter.
Oh,
They're
dang.
like
The
they're like
resurrection of the emperor.
there you go, yeah. They're like the Catholic women warriors, so they're super cool. I like their aesthetic a lot. They look great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce. Nuns with guns. That sounds actually epically cool.
Yeah.
Okay, A25 and A20. We're on to the next. I've built one on the stream.
I know, right? It definitely takes a hot minute.
I mean, I took 45 minutes to put one together. Dang, I'm slow. I'm slow in many ways. 25 and 26. Oh my god, I need my light.
I'm slow up here in the head sometimes for sure. So Jay says hosting a 40K painting party for my niece, nephews, and godchildren this afternoon. The family that slays together stays together. Hey, that's cool.
Oh,
That
I
sounds
love
fun, Jay.
that. That's awesome.
And happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
The Beast, aloha and blessings, everyone. Blessings to you, my man. And Paul says the Holy Trinity, the Blasta, the Melta, and the Flama. I love it.
What is that?
There are different types of weapons. So the blaster, the melta gun, and the flamer.
Cool.
They're all different, yeah. And then you have like a las gun and stuff. There are all types of different weapons that some of the Space Marines have.
All right, I'm gonna have to learn about more lore. Clearly, we got David McFarland for $10 saying, "Sisters of Battle, their devotion is unmatched."
Yes.
Is it better than Space Nuns?
So the Sisters of Battle are the Adeptus Sororitas. So
oh,
they're the
sorry.
No, that's okay.
Adeptus How do you say again? Adeptus Sororitas?
I've always said the sorority, but sororitas. That's how I say it.
Okay.
Yeah. But then I don't know, because there's the Adeptus Custodes, but some people call them the Adeptus Custodes. So I don't know. It's all
it depends on if you're in Spain or not.
Custodes.
Tostados.
España. Costados. Los adeptos costados.
Lo siento, no speaky Spanishy. I don't know. That's all I got. Oh my god, it was
no
so.
Speaker is Spanishy.
I had a Spanish guy, like a patient. It was so funny, and I'm trying to like tell him what to do, so I can get like the pictures I need. And I go, no speak Espanol, only cerveza y margarita. And he started laughing.
I was gonna say, did he just lose his absolute?
He's just like, cerveza. No margarita, but cerveza. Sí. And I was just dying. What?
I like margaritas. We got margaritas.
Oh, sure.
Okay, do you want me to make one?
Not right now. Oh my god. It's too early.
Well, I don't know.
How do I say it? Yo quiero Taco Bell. That's yeah, you're right, Hal.
That's classic. Yo quiero Taco
Yo
Bell.
quiero Taco Bell. And then the little chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
So freaking cute.
I would always ask like about a year ago, I went and saw some of my Italian family and friends and everything, and it's always funny because I always ask them like, do your best like American, accent or your best like American, impersonation, and they're always like, "Hello, let us go to Disneyland and eat cheeseburgers."
Let us. Oh, let us. Sounds like you're saying lettuce.
Damn, do we really? Do we really sound like that?
Maybe.
Or they do like the tip. Yeah. And
Maybe.
then they'll do like the typical cowboy, like, "Howdy, partner."
Partner. Oh my god.
Let's get our guns.
Let's get our guns.
Get
Let's
our
do it.
guns.
Somebody come get her. Anyway, sorry.
I
I
love
always
that
sing that. Magnum Norris, thank you for becoming a banana member. And Iron Omega for
Hey.
5 says, and the truly funny thing is the book the sisters used for Warship was written by the Chaos Space Marine Primarch Lorgar. Who's Lorgar?
Ooh, you know what? That is actually something I am not well versed on. So,
Ooh.
you stumped me there.
There
You
we
stumped me.
go. It's
I do
fine.
not have. Yeah, I do not. I will claim to be a fan. I will never claim to be an expert. But
There we go. Honesty is the best policy.
absolutely.
I'm trying to put this
But,
together. It's not fitting. Get in.
Get in there. Put it in.
I'm trying to put it in. It's not working. It sounds like my first date.
That
I'm
sounds like a personal
joking.
problem. I'm kidding.
It's a Mark problem.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Mark problem now.
Now
Magnum Norse for 5 says, I love you, Mark and Xray, but I'm not sure what you're doing. No, this is MVP. This is MVP.
Yeah.
MVP is a YouTuber as well. He has his own channel, Max Von Priestley.
Thank you. Yeah.
And he's actually streaming right now as well. Unless you actually mean Mark, but then he's not here.
Mark's just walking around in his underwear. It's all good.
Yeah. I mean, he put on a sweater.
That's still not pants though.
I know, and that's why I'm
on...
like it's as Gary says, progress, not perfection.
There you go. Amen. Yeah, he put on another layer. It just wasn't his bottom layer.
Oh my god. Yep. He's fine being pantsless. He just cares about wearing his top. I don't know how to put this together.
Oh. Xray, I'm gonna kill you. Now you have that song stuck in my head.
Somebody come get her. She dancing like a stripper.
Stripper.
Stripper. I feel like I probably need the next piece because it's not working in my head. I definitely am not rushing this. I'm just slowly.
Oh yeah, I'm still on my champion, so take your time. Like I said, I'm meticulous about it.
Definitely more meticulous than me. I was looking at the chest piece on one of these pieces. The detailing is so cool. Like, it has a skull on it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, right? The details on some of these miniatures are impeccable. I mean, there's a reason why they have some of the best miniatures in the game.
Yeah, I cannot wait to go to the UK because Garrett was telling me, or was it you? You were telling me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. Yeah, that the UK has like really
Warhammer
good.
World.
Yeah.
And yeah, their prices are much better. So.
Yeah, so I'm going shopping. We're gonna bring Garrett along, and I'm gonna vlog it. I guess I don't know. That's what YouTubers do.
Yeah.
Me, it's like walking into Winter Wonderland or something.
Yeah, you're like, I think that's what you're supposed to do. It'll be Xray walking the planet.
YouTubers do. Oh, so good. Oh, so good.
Very honorable. Most honorable Xray.
So honorable. I should put the gong up here. I put the gong here. Mickey, so good. Mickey production, so good.
Hey, Dr. Rachel, good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Dr. Rachel.
Happy Easter to you.
Ooh, Farron, you're gonna go to the UK meetup? Where do you live? Are you in like in the main city, a small town? You don't have to dox yourself entirely, just like kind of area wise.
Entirely. So wait, Xray, you're telling me that you guys are going to the UK and you might see as? You might not even see as? Like, is that what I'm hearing?
You'll have to ask Az that.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
Okay.
That is I haven't asked him specifically, so I have
Okay.
no clue as
Alright.
to his possible presence.
Okay.
I don't know. But I heard from chat that they were saying that. I don't know. I have no clue. So I mean it would be unfortunate because it's right there.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, Az and Gary talk like they text each other like,
Like
little
little
girls
girls.
do. Yeah. So
We
it would
both said
be,
it.
yeah, yeah. It would be very sad for them not to see each other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's a good reason if there is if he's not gonna go, but
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, just I can only do the things that I can control. So if
of
that's
course.
what he's doing, then that's fine.
And the things that you can control are definitely going to a Games Workshop and a Warhammer World store and buying bunch of plastic crack.
So much plastic crack. Oh my god. Someone said Az is a VTuber. He's actually a 13-year-old Korean girl. He started streaming 10 years ago. Do you realize that? So the
Oh my lord.
timeline doesn't work. And if I was a
Mm.
13-year-old Korean girl, I'd just stream as myself.
Yeah, why would you need a VTube, thing?
A white man. Think
Yeah,
about
it wouldn't even make sense. You'd get more subscribers
as
as
a
a Korean,
13-year-old
Yeah,
Korean girl than as a white man. I mean, I'm just
absolutely.
being honest here.
No, yeah, you're 100% being honest,
uh
and that's the reality. It's like it's not offensive. It's just that's the facts.
Yeah, girls are infinitely more popular than guys when it comes to streaming.
Yeah.
For the most part. There are some males. There are some males, There's always exceptions to the rule, but I think if most people chose streamers, I'm gonna choose a female over a male.
It also, I think it also depends on what platform. Like YouTube seems to be very male centric, male heavy, whereas like Twitch, I feel like is very male centric as well, but you have a lot more females on there.
Mm-hmm. Magnum Norse for 5 says, "Do these things move via extra camera stuff? What is these things? Like my miniatures? Might need some clarification. What are what the things are?"
Mm.
Magnum Norse. Not sure. And Patriotic Gestalt. Thank you for the $5. Dara, how
Dara
much? Me
Dara
love you
Bill?
long time. I finally watched that movie. First time
Oh,
ever. Full Metal
how
Jacket.
was it?
I loved
Yeah.
it. So I actually really liked how slow paced it was. I liked seeing the training. That part was really cool because I
Oh,
mean,
right.
it was so intense, so crazy. And Mark was telling me some of the lore, I guess, behind the actual filming, where the guy who was the I don't know his station, but the guy training them, was actually was supposed to be a consultant, and
Yeah.
how he ended up getting the role because he was doing his consulting work, and he was infinitely better than the person that apparently they hired for it.
Hmm.
And I'm like, that's freaking cool. You got
Yeah,
upgraded.
our Lee Ermey, who is the gunnery sergeant or the staff sergeant in that movie, was an actual Marine Corps drill sergeant. So, like, yeah, to see him do his stuff, like his work was just it was so on point and it's so accurate to boot camp.
Was it for
Um,
you? Like, was that?
for me, it was very accurate. Yeah, there were definitely
I mean, you
aspects
can't
of
do
it
that
that were like,
now. What I heard.
yeah, no, no.
You get in a lot of trouble for that. The hazing. I mean, the hazing. I think there's things you can do that I think should kind of drill in the type of soldier you want. But there, some of it did go very far.
Oh yeah, when they get the bars of soap and stuff, and you're like, oh.
Well, that was not the sergeant's fault.
Yeah, no, those were the other Marines.
That I was definitely not okay with. But the stuff the sergeant did made sense.
Yes, yeah, for the film and for boot camp and stuff.
So I thought that part was cool. I like the first part more than the second part, but that's just me. I thought that it was interesting seeing an aspect of that. The war stuff, maybe that's something I've seen in other movies, so it didn't hit as hard in a sense. Like it did hit hard. It was just that ending with the girl that was the shooter and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, I guess this is kind of like how it happened. Most likely. Most likely. I also really like the scene at the end where you saw the guy being baited and then the other guy fell for it and ended up dying trying to say heartbroken, because I'm like, I know what he's trying to do and he's being a good human, but in war you can't be a good human, unfortunately.
That's what's so scary, and that's what's so terrible about that war in particular. There was just so much of that, and same thing with the war in the Middle East, like a lot of that happening. You know, taking advantage of people's
humanity,
humanity and hospitality and stuff like that. But yeah, how wild is it that film is essentially two completely different movies from the first part of the film and the second part of the film. Like, you would never think that the two of those were in the...
Nope.
Because when you think of Full Metal Jacket, everyone thinks of that first half where they're in boot camp, you know?
Yep. Chat's so excited, but we're talking about Full Metal Jacket. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. It was a good film. I would definitely watch it again. Relatability very low for me. I don't think I'll ever go to army training, but I think it's cool to see an aspect of it, especially knowing that that's like a real life Marine Corps guy. And actually, I remember laying in bed with Mark and I was like, who's a Marine again that we know? I feel like we know a Marine. I forgot you were a Marine. I'm so sorry.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for being here. We'll never do a stream ever again. No,
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time. Yeah, no, it's definitely part of my... It's like, it's so funny because it feels like it was such a long time ago, but it was really only a year ago that I was a full active duty Marine, and such a huge part of your life, you know, serving and being in that culture and everything. So
yeah, for sure. Oh my god. And all the singing stuff, real as well.
Oh yes, like when they're running and stuff.
I actually really like the very last one with the Mickey Mouse song. Did you ever do that?
I don't know if we did the Mickey Mouse one, but we did have some pretty interesting drill songs, essentially.
Did you do the "This is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for fighting, this is for fun"?
No, we did not. But that is a classic.
I was like, does this happen for real? And Mark's like, no, we did it for fun, like just because of the reference to the movie, but this is not something we did in the army. Because I don't know about that scene in the army. That'd be so awkward. Oh my goodness.
Patriotic Gestalt for $5 doesn't even say anything. Well, thank you, dude. I appreciate the support and the $5. That means a lot. And B. Kelly says only 2 things come from Texas.
What is it?
Steers and queers.
Oh yeah. I remember hearing that and I was like, I should quote tweet this.
Oh yeah.
To Gary.
I don't know if I can say that without getting your stream demonetized, but I'm quoting a movie. Everyone, it's YouTube. Mama Susan, please don't take down the stream. I'm quoting a movie.
Yes, and that's also why I did not tweet that, because oh no, I'll be in trouble.
Steers and gamer words.
Steers and gamer words, which Gary is a gamer, so he knows.
Yeah, he is the what did his hat say? It was like
Trust me, I'm a
most
gamer.
trust me, okay. Oh my, where did
29.
he find
I
that?
have no
That's
idea.
amazing.
I feel like
That's
it
so
probably came in
funny.
his PO box.
That is
Probably.
great. Yeah,
I feel like it.
trust me. I'm a gamer.
Magnum Norris for 10 says 9-time Pokehole champ Jeremy. I feel like that's dirty. Do you mean that to be dirty?
9-time pokehole.
What's a pokehole? Magnum Norris, you're making my head think too much this morning. What is a pokehole? Is it because of Pokemon? She's got a pokehole? I'm gonna get in trouble for that one, aren't I? Oh no. One day I'm gonna get canceled and not know it.
I don't know. I think you're too sweet to get canceled.
You say that.
And then off stream, you're just like,
I'm so based. I swear
Gamer
more
word,
than
gamer
Ryan.
word.
Oh my god.
bunch of woke gamer words, freaking dumb disasters, and no, I'm kidding.
F this and F. Okay, can you imagine me even talking like that?
Yeah, I don't know if I would be like stunned or like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't think he'd be able to handle it.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think they can handle this. Woo!
B. Kelly says Xray Girl needs to watch Generation Kill. Ooh,
Is that a movie or is that a TV show?
TV show, HBO Max, I believe.
Let me put that on my phone. What was it called again?
Generation Kill.
G.
It was a book initially, and that they turned into a show.
Generation Kill. Got it. It's on the list.
Nice.
This list keeps getting longer and longer. I'm trying, guys, to culture myself.
I was gonna say, like, damn, I'm just trying to make it through One Piece, and One Piece is like a biblical text.
Well, One Piece is how many episodes is it? Like thousands?
Oh, it's got to be thousands now, yeah. Well, because there are thousands of manga books, so there are easily thousands of
One Piece episodes.
One
Do you
Piece
read the
episodes, I
manga?
would assume. I don't. I've always wanted to get into it, but just the time, and it would essentially be like picking up a brand new hobby. So I just I haven't gotten a chance to.
I think Mark subscribes that where he can read manga when he wants. So whenever, if you don't want to actually buy the books, you can do that perhaps.
Oh, like Crunchyroll or something. I think,
like
or not.
It's like essentially a Crunchyroll for manga.
Yeah.
I think that would be
It's
something probably good for that amount.
Oh, it's Shonen Jump app. I think that's what it is.
Chat, you might know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mark isn't here, so I can't ask him. So, you know, why are we talking about English language in the chat right now? Oh, I will say this. Okay, Raxus says One Piece saved my life. It's 1080 chapters at the moment, and like, 1040 episodes. So I was right in thousands.
Oh, there you go.
Dang.
Hey, but that's cool, man, that it saved your life. I mean, shoot.
That is awesome. You know, arts are one of those forms that in its expression can evoke so many different emotions, reactions, and that's cool that you can have that to thank, honestly.
Absolutely.
I love that.
That's why I think it's so important, like why I really enjoy doing this YouTube stuff, is because I think for a lot of people this stuff is so super important to them, whether they recognize it or not, like culture and just in general. And when they see something that they love that like doesn't remind them of what it used to be, you know, they've got friends that feel the same way and they want to talk about that stuff. So we offer them that kind of friendship and fellowship and stuff.
Yep. And I like that people are making friends around the world. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Max and I never would have talked. Actually, everyone on FNT I would never have talked to if it wasn't for this like world.
Yeah, I guess that's true, huh? I mean, like I would have never found. I mean, maybe I would have found your content through
I
YouTube.
wouldn't make content. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Mark
yeah.
is the reason I'm making content.
That's very true. Yeah.
Meeting Mark started a whole different a trajectory of my life.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I was ready to just settle and be an X-ray tech for the rest of my life. I told this to my coworkers. You guys are my forever, and I love you guys. And guess what? I quit that job.
Oh no.
After working there 6 years, I knew I was building my life there. I had so many friends, so my family's there, and meeting Mark changed everything.
Wow.
I had no idea I was going to fall into this. I was ready for the pension life and working for a union and the hospital. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I mean, I'm sure, I don't know if you ever had an event like that happen where it completely changed your life. Have you?
Not through. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess this in the Marine Corps would probably be the closest thing that I could think of. But then again, I've changed my career like 4 or 5 different times, so it's but I've never done it based off of like someone that I've dated, I guess. Um so but because you're saying that by meeting Mark, this kind of introduced you to this new world um that you had no idea about. And I, I think, I mean, do you miss being an X-ray tech, or do you enjoy this kind of aspect more so or equal?
I'm still an X-ray tech. I still work at a hospital at a very much lower capacity than I ever would have thought.
Right.
And so it's not like I'm missing it per se right now. But I'm glad that this happened because with COVID, my life would have been a lot more miserable. I'm gonna guarantee that my life would have been miserable. I won't lie. I would not have gained the weight I did, because during the time that I wasn't working as much at the hospital, I'm not moving around as much. So, so there's some good at working in the hospital, but just yeah, I don't miss it at that extent.
That's fair. Yeah, I think like so in college, my trajectory was I was going to just do personal training. And I started doing personal training for a while, and I wanted to, own a gym and train people on the side, and that was going to be my career. And then I was like, you know what, this isn't really that fulfilling. And I always knew I wanted to do the Marine Corps, and I was like, I'm not getting any younger, so I might as well join now. So I joined the Marine Corps and did that, and I thought that was going to be my career. I was like, I'm going to stay in here for 20 years. I'm going to get my retirement. This is going to be my life now. And then after my deployment, I came home and I was like, man, that something didn't feel right. Like I still felt like I wasn't fulfilling what I was called here to do. Um, and so I was like, I still feel like I'm missing that. So I left the Marine Corps, and then I found you guys, and I was like, hey, well, maybe I can find a place here. And and then I started school. So, for business. So yeah, I mean, I've done all sorts of different things, all kind of leading me different places. But yeah, I still think I'm looking for that one thing that tells me that I'm here. Here's what I'm meant to do on here on Earth. So sorry to get all deep on you.
No. I mean, I've had conversations with people about things that they're meant to do, and there's never, I don't think, in my opinion, so you can take it with a grain of salt, is that you will never know 100%. So
know,
you're
right?
never gonna find that fulfillment. So I live life happy in the moment, at least for the and I try to plan. This is what I always do, 1 year plans at the most, because you never know what's gonna happen in that time. So I'm like, for the next year, I'm right now what I'm looking at is, will I who's gonna move, because my brother might move into the area, so he's probably gonna move here for a couple weeks or whatnot. Who's gonna move into my house, how that's gonna look like, what content to make for the channel, what I want from my work, and then go from there.
Yeah. No, I think that's if you plan too much, well, there's a joke within like the church that says like, if you want to make God laugh, make plans, because, plans are always subverted. You'll have a 20-year plan in place, and then all of a sudden the next day it's gone. So it's always I think that's a good way to look at it, by saying, nothing is guaranteed, and so you take every day as it is and live in the moment, like you said.
Yeah, because people, we can link this to Marvel as well, in a sense.
Yeah.
I think planning too far ahead can negatively impact, because you can only control what you can do in the next couple of weeks. Because if your plan, like even with losing weight, if your plan is to lose 100 pounds, guess what? You're going to be disappointed, because 100 pounds is so daunting.
Oh yeah.
Whereas I'm going to make sure I drink lots of water this week. I'm going to make sure I don't snack like I usually do, or something like that. That's how I look at it. At least life. It's too tough with so much out there.
Yeah, and I remember when we were doing training for the military, and like they'd say like, hey, we're gonna go on like a 5-mile run today with all our gear, all our crap. We're gonna be doing drills on the way there, on this 5-mile run. You have to keep up, and there's like, a certain pace that you have to be at. So there's like all this stuff, and I was just thinking, 5 miles and all our gear, this is gonna be brutal. And one of my friends was telling me, hey, just instead of looking at like 5 miles, just go to the next checkpoint. So, man, these guys look great. I'm seeing your guys.
Yeah, well, because
Yeah.
someone said earlier, I forgot who you are. I apologize. Thank you for the hint, by the way, or the recommendation. But put your hand behind the model, and it will.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I always try and do, is like, yeah, to
Look,
make
he
it.
has a sword. I think this is the commander or one of the leaders. He looks
nice.
really
Okay.
cool. But anyways, I have a Magnum Norse for $20. Here's $20 for your service. I could never have given what you've given. Respect. Oh, yeah. I think there are people who are made for certain jobs, and
Yeah.
I could never do what a nurse does. I know that. I could never do what Max did in the Marine Corps. Heck no. Heck no. I would have cried like a baby.
I don't know, with the work ethic that you have though, X-Ray, like I think you'd be a pretty damn good Marine.
Oh, I know I would be,
So.
but do I want to?
Yeah,
That
that's a
is
good
the question. there's a difference. I can, but I won't.
Yes, yeah.
And I've always said that I wanted to do the training to do any sector of the military, just because it'd be great weight loss.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that'll get the weight off you quick.
Yep, but I don't want to do like the shining my boots. I don't want to clean my gun. I don't want to shoot per se either. Like I wouldn't join the military for that reason. I know a lot of people do. What else? I don't want to be yelled at. I mean, I'll be yelled at in the moment of exercise, but if like my bed's not made well, I don't want to get yelled at for that. And oh my God, like my hair's not done right, or you have 2 minutes to get ready. I'm sorry, I'm taking a it's not easy.
I was gonna say you will never perform better under pressure than like in boot camp, because you are literally being screamed at every moment. You have like 30 seconds to do anything, whether it's tie your shoes, put your clothes on, eat. Like literally you're just shoveling your face full of food in 30 seconds, and they're counting you down. So you almost learn to become calm in those moments, and I think that's specifically why they do it, because when you're under that much stress or under that much pressure, you have to be able to remain calm and remain composed. So they try and keep you in a state of like constant
Stress.
just stress. Yeah. But yeah, in order for you to succeed and learn how to deal with that and work through that. So it's almost brilliant. Like it sucks, but it's almost brilliant how they have created their way of training Marines.
Well, fear
So,
is a very great motivator.
mm-hmm.
So I can see why that is very effective.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I commend you.
Hey, believe
So,
me, I commend you. I don't know how you were able to hold down 15 different job titles and work,
how,
40 hours a day.
how I how I look at it is you are as well. You can work as well as you are organized, and I am really great with, or I'll say good, not great, with time management. And
Yeah.
you have to prioritize and organize and write down things to remind you. I love my calendar app. If you guys ever saw my calendar
Oh,
app, oh, you'd be like, oh, you have time for anything else but work? I do, which I do. So,
yeah, I was gonna say there's like there's a level of like I want to be able to work as much as possible and really be like, um motivated and driven and ambitious, but at the same time like there are moments I just want to come home and read a comic book. So that if I can't have those little moments, I think it's tough to really have that same type of work ethic. But
and different people
um,
recharge differently. Like, I don't need as much downtime as probably people need.
oh,
Um,
okay.
because the other good thing right now is my work is kind of well, it's fun. It's really fun. So I don't have that, like, I'm stressed from work.
Yeah.
And my stress comes and goes. Like, the
Hmm.
thing I will say that stresses me the most is when guests cancel and I'm like, okay, I gotta find someone in
Oh
like
my
5 days to be like a guest for the show. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
So that's the only time. But other than that, like, my job is relatively easy. Gary makes a great work environment. He is what is it? Just do things. I trust you. If I have
Yeah.
questions, he's always there for me. If I have them, he's like, I'd rather you ask for forgiveness than permission.
Nice.
So there's a lot of
I love that.
freedom in the job. So, and it's
Yeah.
worked well with my work style. I don't know, because I know there's different ways to be a leader, and it works for me. His way works for me.
Have you had leaders like that previously? Or
Yes,
bosses like that
yes.
previously?
I've had micromanagers. I've had really relaxed leaders. I've had my friends become managers and trying to deal with that. It. I've had the variety. I've worked for small businesses. I've worked for corporations. I worked for business that became corporations. And seeing how things work has really helped develop the type of, hopefully, person, employee that I am, and
Mm.
how to deal with things. Because honestly, most things don't bother me. Most things, like, I get why things are the way it is. And I was actually looking at Stuttering Craig's last tweet yesterday, one of them, where he's like, he told his employees that they're replaceable, including himself. And people are getting mad because it's like, that sounds like a threat. I'm like, it's not really a threat. It's called reality. Anyone is
Mm.
replaceable. I'm replaceable in everything I do. But the thing that you want to do is just prove that you're a good worker and you won't be as easily replaced.
Yeah.
And I think,
Well,
go
uh-huh.
ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, you were finishing your thought. I
Oh, no,
didn't mean
no.
to
That
cut you
that's
off.
pretty much it.
Um, yeah, I uh-oh, now I lost my thought.
Oh.
I was gonna say, I think, yeah, if you can be replaceable if all you offer is just, oh, I'm a hard worker. But if you bring something else like extra, you probably bring personality, you bring creativity, you bring, friendship and fellowship. Like there are different things that you as a person can offer that other people can't offer. So your individuality actually makes you stick out. Your work ethic, someone else can have your same work ethic. Um, or, like there were tons of Marine officers that were better logistically or like on paper they were better at their job, but maybe
Mhm.
I was better a better leader, or maybe I was more personable with my Marines or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that you are like people can be replaceable, but that they still do offer something that keeps you there, and I think that can be your individuality as a person, if that makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense. And I don't think people should get mad about stating a fact.
No, yeah, that's
That is
yeah,
a
that's the
fact. Because
yeah.
guess what? I am a great, I'd like to think I'm a great employee. You can ask my
Yeah.
managers if so.
I have my
And I
references
have my
here.
references. But guess what? In the end, they just need to fill bodies
Yep.
to do the work.
Yep.
And as long as you do the bare minimum, and guess what? I've had great coworkers. I've had crappy coworkers, but guess a union ruins it all because then the crappy coworkers are really hard to get rid of. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm pro union for the most part. For the most part, depends on your coworkers. I know some people are very against unions, but
Yeah.
I like my union. I like my union a lot. So
That's good. I'm glad.
yeah. Smooth the DJ for 22 euros says, thanks to you, I was able to meet and talk to a lot of people, great people, and this fellowship is awesome. It's nice to know that there are people who share values and hobbies with you out there still. Here's to you in the chat. Love y'all. Thank you very much, Smoo. That's very kind of
Aw,
you.
that was awesome. Thanks, Moo. Yeah, that's I love hearing that stuff.
Yeah, because honestly, without this, and we said this earlier, we would never have met each other.
Yeah.
It's like this vast network.
Even Cajun Corey says this brotherhood gave me friends from the UK, Australia, Canada, and some weirdo in Bulgaria. But they are great people. There you go.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I again probably would never have met Corey.
Yeah.
Definitely would never have met Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely would never have met Tugs. One of my best friends.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
And I would have been missing a whole part of my life. So, and I would never have gotten to Warhammer. Ever. I don't think.
Oh my god. I remember, I think it was after a Poor Choices stream, and we were in the green room, and you were like, okay, so I have some questions. And I was like a little girl in, drama class or something. I don't know. What do little girls get excited about? Like princess class or something. Who knows?
Princess class.
But I was a little girl because you just started going like, okay, so what do I do about Warhammer? Like, where should I go? Or what army should I start? And I was just like ecstatic. I was like, okay, I'm so happy right now.
It's your time to shine, Max.
Yeah. That, and also when you were like, what are some good comic book covers? And I was like, oh boy, here, like, these are some of my favorite spicy ones.
He showed they were hot. They were very hot.
Oh, yeah.
The John Beck for 5 says, Max, website JOCRF helped me find my dream job. Address ends in org, not com.
JOCRF. JOCRF.org. JOCRF. Oh, okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I've never heard of it, but then again, I like that I went to school for a definite job that I knew what it was going to be. That I hate how in university, when you do like
everything is very like nebulous.
Vague. It's very vague.
Yeah.
Like unless you take engineering, of course you're going to know. Like if I go to school for a degree in economics, what the heck am I going to be after? Sorry, I don't even know what economics is in university. So that's why like English, if you're going to go to school for English, like I guess you can be a professor. And then what do you do after? I don't know. That's why the college, I'm a big proponent of college. Like, what you're going to, a blue collar job. If I had to go back and do blue collar work, I don't know. I'd do like electricity or plumbing or whatever.
Yeah.
Do some like line work.
One of my professors, his daughter right now, she's like, yeah, I don't really know if like college is like something I want to do. And he's like, I'm not going to try and pressure you into going to college, but I really do think it's like, I'd recommend it. But he was even like, would you want to even try trade school? You know what I mean? Like, and even his daughter was like, yeah, that might be kind of cool. I mean, talk about female representation. We need some women in some trade jobs. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm not willing to do plumbing because I think that's disgusting, but I will do electricity.
yeah, there you go. Badass. Mila, she says, hail Max, hail everyone. Hey Mila.
Hi, Mila.
And hey Smooth, thanks for coming in the chat.
Yeah.
Smooth's doing what I did with you and Tugs a couple months ago when you guys would like stream on Twitch together or separately, and I'd
Oh,
have like
both.
2 different windows open. You know, I'd have yours and I'd have Tugs both go on at the same time.
Yes. Honestly, I love collaboration streams. They're so freaking fun.
Yeah.
They're so fun. And I like that you can do 2 different streams, get 2 different perspectives, and still hear and, you know, see what everyone's doing. And like this goes back to Krista, Tugs, and I playing Phasmophobia. Oh my god, that's so long ago.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
I miss those days. So, yeah.
All right, here is the Emperor's champion so far. So we've got his torso, legs, both of his hands.
I'm waiting for your
all we need
stream.
is... Yeah, you're good.
I'm making 2 of these, whatever these are. Oh, we're showing them at the same time on our stream, on my stream. Ooh, they have a sword. That's so cool.
Yeah, this guy's dope. He just like he's got this big ass Emperor's Champion sword that is like handed down to him. And the Black Templars are their aesthetic is very knight, like medieval knight, like monk.
Oh, and the sword's
Medieval monk
big too.
Yeah, it's
Big
awesome.
sword, me like you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you got. I like what you're doing. How you're kind of building all the bodies and the torsos first, like that.
Yeah.
You got those 2 guys going.
15 and 16. Yeah, I'm trying. Well, because I might as well do this if it's the double piece. I might as well just do them at the same time.
Yeah.
16 and 15. Sorry, I have to talk out loud.
Rachel says, I could be wrong, but I think he needs a head, Max. Yes, this is very true.
Give him
He does-
head. Wow.
No. I need to insert the head.
Yeah. Did I just say that? Did you just say insert the head? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey, you're the one who said I need to give him head, so you're the one.
Yeah, did you give him head yet?
yet?
You're like, no comment.
Now I won't say anything.
Oh no.
we would always do that with our friends, and whenever we would want to give them like a hard time, and we're joking, we're like, yeah, like give him head or something, and then someone would interject and they'd go, yeah, like insert the head, and then another guy would join in and try and like be part of the joke, and he'd be like, oh yeah, he's got a big head or something like that, and we'd all just look at him and we'd be like, no, you killed it, dude.
You
No.
ruined it.
Yeah.
You ruined
You
it.
ruined it. Just to give him a hard time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always felt bad though. It's demoralizing when you kill a joke.
Yep. Like you ruined it, bruh. Why?
Yeah.
Why? But
And by the way, happy Easter to everyone.
even though we just talked about head.
Yeah.
Ooh, whoopsies.
No, you're totally fine. That's what these streams are. They're not about head, but they're just fun and goofy.
Oh my god, Andrew Graham. This is something I would say. The moment's gone. It's flopped.
It's flopped.
It's flopped right over.
Flopped over.
Flaccid. Flaccid as ever.
It is. The moment is flaccid. Yep.
I'm gonna use that. You made it flaccid, bro.
Wow. killed the sex drive. Killed my man.
Oh my god, Raxa says Jesus came back for these jokes.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, foot and mouth syndrome. big foot and mouth syndrome. I forgot where I put 16. Oh, here we go. All right. I was gonna say something. I totes forgot.
You're good.
Totes forgot.
If I'm ever quiet, it's most likely because I'm trying to concentrate. And I think I told
Concentrate.
you right before we started, I was like, men are notoriously bad at multitasking. So for me to have a full-on conversation and build, is quite the extent for me. So
I'm making in Max's words, I'm making him extent on his extension.
yes,
It's really awkward.
you're yeah.
I'm the one that
Oh,
said it.
okay.
I
Now I
know.
just got it.
I'm
Yeah.
the one that said it. I know. Just ignore me. It's fine.
No, you're fine. Y- yeah, like I was trying to think of the right way to say that I'm fully extended.
There we go. Ayo.
Heyo.
Oh my goodness. Chat. Alan's saying it's not foot and mouth syndrome the way this conversation is going. Oh my god. Might need Mark to come on over. Come on over. Come. I love that song.
Come on over, baby.
Come on over. Oh my god. Music in the 90s. And this is why you know how like people are saying certain things about movies. I think someone said that they wouldn't take their kid to go see Barbie because of that scene with like the beach in the trailer.
Oh, where they're like, I'm gonna beat you off, bro.
Yeah. I was just thinking, how many 90s songs did I listen to that was about sex? I had no idea about. If you get down on me, I'll get down on you.
Oh my
I will
God.
do
I love
anything that
song.
you want
That you
me to.
want me to.
Yeah. Excuse me. So I think I'm perfectly okay. If I had kids, and this I'm not telling you how to raise your kids, but I would be more than okay letting my child at whatever age watch a Barbie movie and have that scene. I think that's fair, given a lot of the stuff that I never noticed when I was a kid. Holy crap.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to. My family is on a. These dings are killing me. My family's on a group chat, and it's coming through my computer.
Oh,
I don't know if you can keep hearing those dings
I
or
don't hear
not.
anything. Maybe your chat hears it.
Oh, maybe you guys do. I'm sorry if you guys are, but I thought that's why you said "holy crap."
Oh no,
Let's see.
no
I wish
idea.
there's a way to get rid of these notifications.
There probably is. Oh, Cake by the Ocean is dirty too. Yeah. Yeah. Cake by the ocean.
What about if you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
Make it
Like
last
that's
forever.
yeah, that's technically being like, hey, sleep with all my friends so that we can all make sure that. No, I'm
Ew!
kidding.
You think that's actually what it means?
I think she's trying to say like you have to be on good like in good standing with my friends too if you want to be with me, you know?
Yeah,
But
but it
a lot
sounds
of people
dirty.
have what?
It sounds dirty.
Dirty, yeah.
Yeah,
Does sound
get with my
dirty.
friends.
You gotta get with my friends.
Oh my god, Andrew Graham, you don't know what eating cake by the ocean means? You know how like people say, what's the phrase? You want to have your cake and eat it too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, think about it. That's when like people cheat on people. You know, or like you don't want to stay committed in a relationship for the cake.
You want to be yeah, like you said, want to have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, you want to have it and eat other cake by the ocean. Oh my goodness. I understand that pop reference. I need more coffee.
Hey, look at the other song, Afternoon Delight. Skyrockets in flight. Afternoon Delight. Afternoon Delight. Yeah, that's all about making love in the afternoon.
Oh, dang. So should I replace Nooners with Afternoon Delights. I think I might.
I think they are one and the same, just two different.
Ways of saying it.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's the hand? Oh, it's already on here. So if you see these pieces, this piece right here is like literally just the arm. I'm like, did I cut off the hand?
Oh no.
But no, the hand is
Oh.
already on the gun.
Oh yeah.
You
That
see
actually
it?
makes it easier. I'm thankful that that they do that, because that'd be kind of brutal. I remember the old Space Marine models. You would have to position the arms and then put the gun in secondly. Yeah.
Oh,
So like their hands were glued to their arms, but you had to form fit the gun specifically to where their hands were.
that seems
It was
tough.
it was just a nightmare. But now they're putting the hands on the gun. So
Someone just put in the chat WAP. I mean,
oh, wop, baby, wop, wop, wop.
that are we talking about like the wet
Oh
a
yes,
poop pee pee word? Pee
the
pussy.
the one that Ben Shapiro did.
Yeah. Like kids are singing that. And I think that's significantly worse than the Barbie scene. But I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. You guys can do what whoever if you don't want to have your kids watch it, I get it. I get it. And that's how you're going to raise your kids, and I love that. I don't know. I think given my dumbness when I was a kid and how much I missed a lot of references, I don't think kids are going to recognize that. Maybe? Or am I just thinking kids are dumb? Or I was dumb.
Maybe, I don't know. I think you and I may agree on this. I think there's a lot of subliminal stuff that kids don't recognize, but maybe in their subconscious they recognize it. I don't know. But for me as a kid, I never understood that stuff. Like it never crossed my mind, just because I don't know. I never once thought about like sex or innuendos or dirty like mind things. Like I felt like
Like in your music, right?
like I just liked the tune. I was super innocent, so I never got the reference. Even in like Disney movies and stuff, those jokes would go right over my head if I heard it. I just yeah.
Yeah. And Andrew
But
says my mind wasn't corrupted yet. Facts.
yeah, there you go.
Facts. I
Corrupted, yeah, for real.
need the head now. Where's 14?
You need head?
I need to find the head.
Oh.
It's really hard to find because these numbers are so small. I'm not saying that ironically, okay?
You're like, no, really, I need to find head
I'm
right
using
now.
I'm using a flashlight right now trying to find the head.
Oh my god.
14.
Max, I need head.
Oh no.
I can't find it.
I can't find the head. I don't know where to find it. I'm trying to look for 14. I can't find it for the life of me. 14. Oh, found it. All right. Got it. I found the head.
Says, okay, good. Whew, that was a close one. Where did that go? Jay says, watching Max clean these models' parts is a demonstration in OCD. Oh, absolutely,
Oh,
Jay.
he is
Like I
definitely
said,
more OCD than I am.
I'm very meticulous and very anal.
You hear that?
Yeah.
He likes
All
being
about the
anal.
Mila says Max's British accent is as good as mine, I see. Yeah, my British accent is pretty
your
trash.
British accent? Can you tell I have a horrible British accent?
British accent. B. Kelly says, "Oh no, it really is about shagging her friends." Oh, I guess it is about that.
Really?
I always thought it was just yeah.
I thought it was hanging
Wow.
and being good friends with them, and then
Yeah.
making sure you're chill, you're cool. Dang,
Yeah.
guys, my friends were doing that all wrong according to Spice Girls.
Apparently, gosh dang, yeah. I mean, Xray, I don't know how you would feel about that, but
Max, I need you to take one for the team and test out my husband.
You know what? I'll go there. I'll do it for you and for Mark.
no!
To save your marriage, I will make love to Mark.
Oh no!
So funny.
Oh no! Guys, I need you to all run a train. Is it running a train through Mark?
Oh no!
Do it like the police officer. Maybe
Oh
that's what she
my
was
God.
doing. She was testing.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Farron says, I've insulted the British people for that, and I applaud you. With my accent. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Rachel said, or Nomi said, "Oh, Max has a good singing voice," and then Rachel responded, "I can confirm via karaoke that Max has a very, very good singing voice."
Oh my God. Yes, Max does have a good singing voice. What song was it that was like amazed us all? It was you and Steph did something.
We
Frig.
did the song from A Star Is Born, yeah.
Yes, that one. Oh my. Voice of an angel.
But thank you. You did the Barbie song and you did the
I'm a
Evanescence
Barbie
song, and
girl,
both of those you crushed.
Thank you. Oh, Mark
Yeah,
likes
you did.
karaoke, and guess what, guys? I'm Asian and I love karaoke. I love it. Love it. I can karaoke all day. You know what? It's funny. I knew that Steph, without even hearing her voice, I'm like, she's got a good voice. I could tell.
Yeah, Steph has got some pipes. She's a great singer.
She's a fantastic voice. I'm so glad I got to hear her sing. She's got great range, and she can get in those high notes. I can't do what she does, but you know, I will definitely. If Steph ever wants to do a little bit of a singing career, I think she should. She'd be great.
She should do like a singing channel or something, or
Like
singing
like covers
stream.
or something like that. Like how Dan Vask does it.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, excuse me, I burped.
I may have made a fatal, crucial mistake.
Uh-oh. That's 10 Hail Marys.
Yeah. I put the backpack on before the shoulder pads, and now I can't get the shoulder pads on.
Rip it off.
No, I dare not.
I'm kidding. All right, I'm about to put the head on.
I'm glad you found the head.
Me too. Guys, I kid you not, I really like the faces of the where's the mouth?
They're cool, right? They're very expressive. Are you not doing a lot of helmets? Are you just doing all faces?
No, the helmets are on it already.
Okay.
So I have no choice in the matter. No choice in the matter. John Beck for 5 says, apart from you, what are some good 40K painting channels for a beginner? I mean, I'm not teaching anyone how to paint. I'm just doing.
That's a good question. Like beginner channels, or someone who's
We'll
like, or a
teach it to
viewer
beginners.
that's a beginner. Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna ask the chat. Chat, do you guys know any good channels as a beginner painter that are great to follow, that gives good advice and kind of shows how to paint? Because I mean, I'm a beginner channel just because I'm a beginner. I don't know if that's technically a good thing or a bad thing. So
I would say Duncan Rhodes is a really, really good one, because he goes from expert all the way down to beginner on a lot of his videos. So Duncan Rhodes has like an art academy.
An art academy, dang.
Yeah, where like you can subscribe to like his Patreon and he'll give you like lessons and stuff. So that's kind of cool.
The painting coach is decent, says Syriad. Okay.
Nice.
War hipster if you prefer contrast. That's okay. See, chat always knows these things. I love chat.
Yeah. Chat's on point.
Chat is on point. Chat is more knowledgeable than me. Facts.
It's almost like having a real-time Google. You're like, chat, what is this thing? And then they just answer it.
Yeah. They're awesome.
Paul says Tabletop Time and Squidmar.
Squidmar.
Nice.
I like that name. I don't know why. Maybe it's because Squid Games.
Yeah.
because of Squid Games. Which, by the way, season 2, I don't know if I will watch it or not because I feel like it's just not going to be as good.
Won't live up to the hype, eh?
You can't. Well, because the fact of Squid Game was the unveiling and seeing the story play out for one singular game, and I think that was the charm of it and the character. But I don't know if I want to see a second story like that of him going into games again or ruining the games. I don't know. Sorry.
All right, there you go, chat. This is the finished Emperor's Champion. It only took me, well, let's see, 2 hours? Hour 30 minutes? Sure. Oh man, I really need to stop being so anal.
Yeah, stop being anal. Stop liking
I
being
just-
anal.
Stop liking the anal, yeah. I fear for once I prime these guys and I end up painting them, I'm so fearful that I'm gonna find a mold line or something that I didn't get rid of, and it's just gonna make the paint job look awful. I'm gonna be like, freak me.
What the
But
freak?
yeah, I think he looks good. Emperor's Champion is a dope model. I really like the it's simple but
You know what I need?
cool,
I need tape so I can tape the backpacks to these guys because I'm taking the advice of, I believe it was Classic Vigilante that told that to Mark to not put the backpacks on first.
Yeah, I think for painting purposes, that's definitely an option if you want to go without the backy packies.
The backy packies. Yeah, I think that, we will see. All right, I'm going to build maybe 2 more. What time is it? What time do you have to go, Max?
So I actually went to church last night, so whenever you finish, I'll finish.
Ooh, how kind of you
so-
to wait
Yeah,
for
so
the
I'll
woman.
hang out with you. Oh no. I just realized what I said.
That's why I was like, dang, foot and mouth syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay,
When
I'm gonna
you
build one
finish,
more
I
model
finish.
then, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. B. Kelly says, try playing Imperial Guard. Actually, Kelly, I have some Imperial Guard models that I've been wanting to build, so maybe I can make some
Ooh.
of those guys. I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee, so I will be
Right back. No
back.
worries. No worries. I'm well occupied.
Yeah. Chat, I will be back. I'm gonna leave this up so that you can continue to watch Xray Girl.
And you can hear me.
Yeah, and you can hear her, so I will be right back.
Perfect. Awesome sauce. What is happening in the chat? Sorry, guys. I've had not enough time to look at you guys. 12 to 12. Are you talking about work, Smoo? 12-hour shifts suck. They do. Anyone in the chat play tabletop in 40K? Because I'm actually interested to learn that eventually. Because, I mean, model building and painting is taking a lot of time. But once I have this, I'm going to wait for 10th edition, so I don't have to learn twice. But I think it's going to be worth it. I hope it's going to be worth it. It's 12 p.m. for you. Yes, it is. Very relaxing the stream. Thank you. Admiral R2. You did for a while. Ooh, did you like it? Did you play it consistently? Do you have to have because I know with the model building, it's very similar to D&D. But is it do you need a DM to play tabletop in this game? Because there is a store that I bought this from. They're doing a 40K special 20th anniversary for the store, which I think is pretty awesome. But I don't know. I obviously can't play yet. I'm gonna learn. It's gonna take a moment or two to do the thing. It's better if you have a large pool of players. And I think the place that sold me my stuff is a pretty big store that has a lot of people that come in. He had at least like 6 tables set up, and he's renting the store next door as well, which is also another area that apparently they play their tournaments there. Is there Sunday Funday tonight? D Dinks, I'm gonna still play, but Garrett has stuff with his kids. Like Easter and whatnot. And Jane, she's unfortunately still sick. I don't think I've heard from Az. So
Oh, Jane is sick.
yeah, Jane's sick. Her
Oh.
voice is affected. She's been in bed the last couple days, and y'all know how much Jane loves her playing Conan. So I'm gonna still do
Oh.
Sunday Funday, but I'm not gonna. I don't know if Az is joining. I think Kara said she might join. Maybe Nina.
Her big booty streams. That's all I want in life.
Her big booty streams.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard from Az. So he said, Ash, should we cancel Sunday Funday? Here, I'll just message him now.
Smoo just became a member. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Welcome to the membership. And Dr. Rachel says Max likes being anal confirmed. So, yeah. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, Cajun says I'm back. Nice. Thanks for being back, dude.
There you go. Okay, so I told him if he wants he can join, but I don't know. He hasn't played Conan in the last week, so I'm not sure if it was to prep for EFAP or if it was or he just need a break from the game. I know sometimes you need that, right? A little break, skis to miss it. Breaks are fine.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, when was the last time you guys played Conan?
On Sunday
I
last
thought
week. With Az at least, Az and Garrett, but Garrett has Easter
Um,
stuff with fams, and I mean, I
okay.
get that. I don't have kids. I think you know what? Holidays were so great when you were a kid. They're so magical. It's not the same when you're an adult.
Yeah. What, you saying that going to find Easter eggs as an adult isn't as fun?
No, because I can't eat it. Eat the chocolate.
Oh, yeah, because it'll go right to right
Right to my
the
belly.
yeah, right to the parts that you don't want fat.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Anna S says, "Hey, Max's chat lurking from X-rays." Well, thanks for being here, Anna. I appreciate you
Yeah.
hopping over.
Yeah, guys, come hang out in Max's cave.
Ooh,
If
my
that
man
sounded
cave.
wrong. Gonna have to work on this. That actually I didn't think about. That time.
What? The Max's man cave?
Talking about your cave. Don't hang out
I
in
guess-
Max's cave. He's apparently too anal.
I was gonna say
that was on
being
purpose.
anal and hanging in my cave might be synonymous with each other. So
Yeah, Mila, you're right. When you're an adult, you create the magic for the kids. I think that honestly,
yeah.
seeing a kid just be so happy because they get to meet Mickey Mouse or open their gifts, and it could be this. I freaking love loot bags. I'm like, give me those pencil crayons and coloring books, and I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that in turn then becomes the magical moment for you, is to see those kids light up and have their magical moments.
Yeah, I don't have kids yet, so it's hard to have that moment. If you want to count Rocky and JoJo, they all they want is meat,
There you
and
go.
they're very demanding about it.
Not unlike their never mind.
Wow! We went there. Admiral R2 for $5. If you check tabletop time videos, you can see Shad's brother Jazza. Shad has a brother named Jazza. I need to. Does he look like Shad?
I did not know that.
I'm gonna have to remember this. Okay, wait. Admiral R2. We're taking a picture of that soup so that I can check it out later. Because I didn't. I mean, I don't ask personal questions out of just not doxing people, even offline, because I think it's just easier that way to create anonymity. But dang, I didn't know he had a brother that YouTubed as well. I'm sorry about the dogs. 1 second, let me mute.
Oh, you're good. Second Frost says, I picked up an Astra Militarum combat patrol box and a Lehman Rust the other day. Excited to start building. Second Frost, hell yeah, dude. That sounds dope. The Lehman Rust tank, there's some controversy behind it because the tank hull itself has an open-ended bottom, so it's like it's hollow on the bottom.
Aren't all
It's
bottoms always open-ended?
I guess if you want them to be. Yeah. Um Mine is closed, so sorry. Uh, but yeah, so Second Frost, that's awesome though, man. I'm glad that you picked up the combat patrol box. The Astra Militarum have gotten really dope over the years. Um, the John Beck says off to Easter service later. Chat. Thanks for being here, John Beck, and thank you for the $2, brother. Have
Bye,
a great
John.
Easter.
Have a good
He is risen.
Easter.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy your what'd you call it? Super Bowl of the church.
Yes. Yeah. There you go. The bowl of the supers of the churches.
It's the event everyone cannot miss.
Yeah. Cajun says, honestly, I only watch Xray Girl streams for her phrasing. Hey, and Michael Salo for $6.99. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Happy Easter.
Ooh, are you a referee? I like that little avatar that you have, Michael.
Yeah, right?
So cute. He's
It's
so
pretty
cute.
dope. He is the referee of my live streams. Make sure everyone's
Oh, crack that whip.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the super chats. Rachel says, "Am I all caught up on super chats?" Let me check. I think I should be. If you guys see one that I missed, just let me know and I'll check. There it is. $5 from Rachel. Thank you, Rach. She says, at one of these meetups, I want to get a bunch of us together to have a craft day. Oh my
Ooh.
goodness.
If
X-Ray,
I
would you
had
be
Vegas
down?
time, I totally would. Vegas is such a
Yeah.
short trip for me though, and there's so many things. I would say if I can make it to Dallas, in June, that would probably be a better time because I think I want to drive down if I do it. I'm just thinking about it. Will it happen? Probably not. Just
I was
thinking
gonna say
about
that's
it.
a long drive for you.
I know. I would actually take a little side trip to hang out with Cara Lynn.
Oh,
Kara,
cool.
sorry, I always keep calling her Cara. Carolyn. Because it's not directly on the way, but I've wanted to meet her since starting to play games with her, and she seems
Yeah.
like such a cool girl.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy
That
that
would
the
be
events
fun.
happened to bring her into better moments. We'll call it moments.
How has she been on YouTube for a while? Is she mainly
Apparently,
gaming?
so she got canceled
Oh.
January 6th of this year. She worked for
Oh, yeah, she's Eric's new employee.
employee,
That's
yeah,
right. Okay.
human relations, no, customer relations. And
Yeah.
I mean, she's a very kind person from our interactions, and she seems like she has a good head on her shoulders. And I
Yeah.
think that, I don't know if it wasn't for Nina reaching out to her, everything, at least in terms of meeting her, wouldn't have happened. And I'm glad
Yeah.
she's kind of found her spot and is happier for it.
Good
Because
for her.
I
Yeah.
don't know, working for corporations and getting literally fired for something that doesn't have to do with anything is like some old tweet too. So
Yeah, that's some BS. I'll just say this. I mean, people are getting canceled and fired for just being affiliated with people, not even for anything that they did personally, just by following someone that could be deemed as,
ridiculous.
offensive. Like that's absolutely ridiculous. Um, but yeah, no, in terms of Kara, I'll say there's nothing more attractive to a guy, at least to me, than a based female. A
There we
based as
go.
hell girl.
Guys, we need to find
So
Max a based girl.
we need to find someone who's super based, and not as anal as I am.
So we want to find someone not anal and
Not
based. Not anally based.
There you go.
You're welcome. Oh,
But
limited run games. That's what it is that she worked
Limited
for.
run,
Thank
yeah.
you. Not. I was like, is it Games Workshop? I don't think it is, but I feel like it has something with games in it. Too many
Yeah.
companies out there to know about. Thank you. Smoo
Yeah,
is
I don't
looking
know,
for a
it's-
based girl too. Are you based
There you
in
go.
Germany? Are you based in California? Well, we might have someone out there for you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think it's kind of like, for how like women really like humor, like guys need to be funny. Um, I like a girl who's like, very uh, who has views that are really I don't know, like I said, super based that are more, I guess, traditional and um
Mm-hmm.
like I find that extremely attractive. Like that just
Mm-hmm.
automatically, because like even guys that aren't that good looking but are super funny can catch like perfect tens.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I find that very attractive on women.
Lady, I've always
Yeah.
said this: if you're funny, girls' pants will fly off.
See? And humor is not something that you just like, humor is something you actually have to like work on,
Work
I
on,
feel
yeah.
like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're
'Cause
really
I'm
lucky
not
if your
funny.
parents are funny.
Yeah, because
You
or
grew
like if
up
you're
with it.
or like if you have siblings that are funny and you have to kind of be funny back in order to,
One up
roast
them.
them. Yeah. But so I never, like, I guess thankfully I never really had that, but at the same time I'm kind of like, I missed out, but I don't think I missed out too much. Um but I do notice like I'm not very funny, so I have to like work on my humor and actually like try and not practice it, but at least like understand what makes things funny, I
Oh,
guess.
you have to practice it. Your jokes. Timing is everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Okay, there we go. Staying still. But yeah. Yeah.
Nomi says I'm based in Texas.
Wow.
That is very true, Nomi.
Nomi. Hi, Nomi. Okay, Max, I'm gonna ask you a question that I asked my member stream and actually the last couple. Do you care about how much a woman makes? Or
Oh,
if would you date them at all if they didn't have a job?
absolutely not. I don't give two craps about what a woman makes. I think we talked about this on an episode of Poor Choices. You guys had like called me. Do you remember when you guys you guys had called me on my phone because you were like, we need to get Max's take on this.
Ooh.
Um,
Okay, okay,
but
okay.
yeah, I I could not care less about. Is that is it couldn't care less or could care? I think it's
Couldn't.
couldn't care less. Yeah. Um, about a woman's income. Like, does not mean like whether she's a CEO of a large corporation or she works from home selling Etsy stuff. Like, it does not matter to me at all. Does what did your member stream say? Did they feel the same way?
Most didn't care. Most of the men
Yeah.
didn't care. Yeah. I just I think it's almost like catch 22 with this. If like I'm not looking at data, I'm just asking personal things. Like when I talk about a lot of relationship stuff, it's always with myself, my experiences. Where in the meantime, while you're looking for your husband, you need money to live. So
Yeah.
you create this lifestyle that you want and that you probably want to maintain. And then when you meet your man, usually to today's standards, it's later in life. And then it's like, I don't care how much you make, but you have this lifestyle that you want to keep and achieve.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
tough.
you have this standard, and that's why women have these high standards because we're making more money now. And then it's like, okay, we need someone to take care of us. But I want to still get my nails done. I want to do all this and buy the clothes and all that. And it's like, okay, but the man you want is like 1% and everyone, or maybe 10%. Say 10%. And how many people are vying for that 10%? Catch 22.
I think now in terms of like, oh, would you date like a girl boss CEO who's like wearing a pantsuit all the time and making like six figures and stuff? Like that doesn't intimidate me, and I wouldn't say that I would not date that. But if her work begins to interfere with our relationship, absolutely, I'd have to break things off because like I don't want, I shouldn't choose work over her, and she shouldn't choose work over me.
Yeah.
But
I,
if I,
it's tough.
it is tough though, because like you said, if that work though is providing the money for the lifestyle that you guys want, then sometimes you do have to choose work to stay later or work an extra shift or
Mm-hmm.
be gone for a weekend for a conference, like little things like that that sustain the type of living that you want to have.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm willing to die on this hill that that the society that we're building right now is not conducive to relationships. I
Oh,
mean, I think a
absolutely
lot of
not,
people are
yeah.
saying that, but I mean, I'm taking it in another perspective because everyone that's kind of in at least the dating relationship podcast,
Mhm.
the way we're looking at it is we're blaming women, but like it's also the society and how things are run, and maybe pushing this career orientation in university, in high school, is not helpful either to that.
Do you think that maybe, because like, yeah, I don't want to say that women should never have a career or like have a job or anything, because of course, like I think women find a lot of purpose within their careers now,
Uh-huh.
as opposed to being like, I think more in like the 60s and 70s, women found their purpose in being a mother, being a wife, being a stay-at-home mom, and the income, the one income household, was able to provide for that. Um, you know, the economy at that point in time was conducive to that type of living style. Um, and just like you said, now it's not. So I think women have found a lot of purpose within their work, and I would never want to take that away from them. But
Uh-huh.
I think, yeah, I think that there's some women who take it to the extent to where it's like their entire personality is just like, oh,
Their
I'm a girl
work.
boss now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is very unattractive to me. It's like I wear pantsuits and my personality is just that I'm a girl boss CEO, and I'm just like, no one wants that. Even for guys, that's unattractive. When a guy is like that, like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, dude. Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So, as with all problems in life, it's multifaceted.
Mhm.
Solving world hunger, when I was learning about that, there's a million things that are involved in that. It's not just making sure they get enough nutrition. What's the sustainability? What
Mhm.
things do we have to import? What things can be made there? Will the society accept it? So this is the same thing. You could think about with relationships. It's will women accept this? Will men accept this? What things can we do to change people's thoughts and ideas? And it's down to even what kids are exposed to growing up. So the question is, how do you fix it? I have no idea. No
Mhm.
idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question, and I think most people we we won't really know how to fix it, but that's why these conversations are good, is because then you talk about them and you ask those questions that are important, and you learn how to communicate that stuff. Um,
Yeah.
uh,
I see you, Dixon Cider. You're saying that you can blame women, but think about what they were exposed to growing up. You can't blame someone for having these thoughts and ideas directly, um, unless they choose to ignore advice and be open to ideas and thoughts. Because I will tell you, I was that woman that wanted to have a boss career and all that. But guess what? I decided to be open to things and listen and look at my life. And this was before I was even introduced to, statistics about marriage and relationships. You know, I think
I
a
mean,
lot of people realize this before they even look on YouTube. So, I don't know.
Speaking of statistics, yeah, like Mila, she says, from what I have seen, this doesn't apply to everyone. If a woman works more and or earns more, the relationship won't last. That's interesting.
Oh.
Um, let's see.
And
Soul Assassin says, I was raised never to ask a woman how much she makes.
oh, do you
Yeah.
find it's easier to date then if you don't know, or like, I don't know, just out of curiosity?
Uh, I mean, I don't know. On the first date, I try not to ask. Well, I ask her a lot of questions. Like, whoever I'm on a first date with, I love asking them questions just because I feel like I get to know them so much more. And it gets them to talk about themselves. And I think that that's really something that um, makes you feel like you're loved and makes you feel like you're wanted. So I always try and do that so that the girl that I'm with feels comfortable and knows that she can be open with me
Mm-hmm.
and that I'm actually like interested, as opposed to just like asking questions just for the sake of asking questions, but not actually listening.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if one of those questions would be like, oh, so, how much do you make? So I think asking what they do is fine, but I would want to know like the reason why they do it. Like, is that a passion of yours? Have you always known you wanted to do that? Does your family work in this business? Do you want to do this for the rest of your life? Is this like a career? Like things like that, I feel like are much more interesting than like, oh, what do you do? And, you know, how's work? Is it fun? Okay. I feel like what was their purpose, like the meaning behind some of that stuff,
Yeah.
the deeper meaning I feel like is more interesting.
Um, and again to Dixon Cider, I'm looking at this in an individualistic point of view versus generalization.
Hmm.
I hope you understand that that's what the point I'm trying to get across. Like, take it case by case. Don't blame every woman. It's the same thing with like looking at SJWs. Are we gonna all group them together? No, because we're looking at everyone as themselves. You know, I think the idea, and we'll bring it back to the woman yelling at the guy in the parking lot. I think
Oh
that
yeah. Oh my
escalated
God.
way too quickly because you're generalizing all men to be this predatory person. You know, it's the same thing saying all women are to blame about, you know, this whole movement whatsoever. I'm just a small person expressing my thoughts, and I think that this is kind of where it starts. And I don't think saying and being aggressive about blaming women about all this is going to help kind of express um, how to improve dating. I don't know. That's how I look at it, at least. Now, yes, we can talk about things and say maybe negative points, positive points, but I wouldn't say I blame all women for this. You know?
Well, it's the same thing, it'd be like it's like when Hollywood blamed all men, and it was like there's that hashtag not all men, because corporations were signing pledges saying that like men will not commit sexual heinous crimes against all the women in the workplace. And I'm like, does that really need to be said? That should be like a standard for us and for our world, for our
Mm-hmm.
society. That should be the standard, is that men don't do that. So like,
Yeah.
why, you know, but because everyone at that point in time thought that all men were just these awful, heinous sexual criminals, it was like, oh, we have to take a stand against this and we have to sign all these petitions. And it's like, okay, not every dude, I would say a majority of men are not sexual deviants. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much go about their day and do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a small majority of men who get the loudest,
Yeah.
um, yeah, news reports on them being weirdos.
Yeah. I saw, I forgot who it was, but someone had asked, what do you think about Tango Bang? Thank you. What do you think about the guy paying for everything, or when does the girl pay for stuff? So I'll talk to you about my relationship personally.
Mm.
I went on a first date with Mark. You know, it was a lovely date. We went for sushi. It was great. Guess what?
Nice.
I wanted the date to last longer. So I said, why don't we go for drinks? And guess who paid for drinks? I paid for drinks because I extended the invitation and said, I want to hang out with you more.
Nice.
And we had
There
nachos
you
and
go.
drinks, couple pictures, and I got to have a good date. So I don't know, maybe see how a girl reacts. And I always say, I mean, I've maybe asked a guy out twice on a date, and guess what? I paid for the date because I asked them. They gave me their time. I wanted to show them a nice time.
I wanted to show them a good time.
Yeah, I
right?
knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. But that was like so long ago. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not a typical normal woman, so I think that I can't exactly speak for all women, but I will speak for myself. That if
Not
I
just
like
your
you, I'm gonna
normal
take you out on a date.
Now, here's where I push back against that. Only because, in an extreme case, one of my friends from university was saying that her sister wanted to propose to her boyfriend, her current boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I was like, why? Why? That's not like, not because it's like, oh, social gender norms or whatever. It's just, why would you want to do that when it's so special for a man to submit himself to her by getting down on one knee and proposing to her? That is his ultimate moment of self-sacrifice to her in that moment. Why would you want to give that up? It just seems so counterintuitive to me. But yeah, like paying for a meal, of course, like if people are equal and fair and equality exists and everything, then yeah, you guys share. Like sometimes you buy lunch, sometimes he buys lunch. You guys go back and forth. But yeah, I don't know. I never understand the, oh, I'm a girl boss, so I'm gonna propose to my man. It's like, I don't get that. Maybe it's just me though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nomi says, let's see, where did that go? Oh, Smoo gave 5 gifted memberships. Dude, Smoo,
Ooh,
thank you
that's
so
awesome.
much. Appreciate it, brother.
Uh,
And hail to all the new members.
uh,
I was just going to say real quick, Nomi says, Max, what's your thoughts of girls who have an amazing personality, can cook, good morals, God-fearing, but is unemployed? And then she goes, definitely asking for a friend. Totally not me.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Brian for
Nomi never change.
Brian for
Sorry, go ahead.
$5. Is it any surprise the Asian went for sushi on the first date?
You're really living up to that stereotype, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
I do like sushi. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
I don't blame you. That sushi is amazing.
But like even in life, like Mark and I we don't do things like completely 50-50 in that
Mhm.
sense. Like we do things according to what we're comfortable with, and it's like
Yeah.
you get that bill, you get that bill. Oh, I took you out. Like, oh, he yesterday, like he was on EFAP. I wanted to make sure that he was self-sustained. Guess what? I want to make sure he's fed. So I got him some food, and I don't know. I don't think we should do like quid pro quo in relationships. It'll even out in general over time, but I don't think you should count things like you get this date, I get the next one, you get this date, get the next one. It just naturally happens, at least for us. At least for us.
I agree. I think that's a great way of looking at it, because I've been with women like that I've dated previously where we never really counted, but she would pay something for something when she really wanted to make something special, and
Aww.
she'd be like, hey, you know what? I know you worked super hard this week at work, or you had like a great quarter, something like that. And so dinner's on me tonight because I want to tell you how much I love you or something. That's almost more special to me than her picking up 50% of dinners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like she picked up that one that was just special for the night or whatever. So just little things like that that are,
letting
like
you
you said,
experience something nice.
Yeah, and you're not counting, like you said. When you start counting stuff, it becomes too manufactured. So
Yes. How are you doing for time? I want to do one more.
mm, go for it.
Yes. Okay.
I'm currently building a Primaris captain,
Hi,
and
Tommy.
he's a thick boy. So he
Tick.
might take a while.
Uh
So
oh.
he's
It might
thick.
take a while
So
for Max to finish off this tick boy, is what I heard.
finish off the.
Oh my gosh.
But like I said earlier, you I will let you finish and then I will finish because I'm that's that's how I
That is the type of guy Max is, guys.
exactly.
Who
There
wants to
you
go on a
go.
date with Max? We're selling Max right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
Have you ever done that before or seen that before where uh you can actually go to like an auction, like a male auction for charity, where they
Hmm.
will auction off a man for a date, and women auction or like will bid on him,
Yep.
and all the money goes to charity. How funny is that?
Yep. Seen it happen. We did in high school, actually.
Mm.
It was high school girls voting for guys. Same thing,
Oh
vice
my
versa.
lord.
Yeah, I mean, take it how you want it, you know? Like,
Yep.
this is very misogynistic, feministic. I don't know, doing stuff like that.
Is it yeah, or is it patriarchal? I don't know, because no,
I don't
I
think it's
guess it would be.
patriarchal.
Yeah.
Tomby is a traditionalist. I did courting
Mhm.
and was happy to invest the time and expense into the relationship. Now happily married and still apply the same morals. Heck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, I
Love that.
I also want to say, I'm being diplomatic here, yes, but whoever does not like my opinions, that's fine too, because my opinions doesn't have to be how someone lives their life. Just telling you my experiences.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Cool. People get mad, I'm sure, about all this stuff that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I uh, I've learned, and you've actually had to help me with this too. X-ray is like, and you've been a great voice for me just to remind myself is that not everyone is going to agree with what I say, and I am going to be seen as a bad person or an
Mhm.
enemy or someone who people vehemently disagree with, and that's okay. Like I have to recognize that not everything I say is going to get 100% of people on board.
Exactly.
There's always going to be one person, and
At
maybe
least
multiple
one.
people.
At
At
least
least one,
one.
yeah, at least one. On many of my videos, it's many more than one. But
Wait, what was that
yeah,
40K video? Oh no, that
yeah,
was
the
a bad
40K
one.
one. Even even recently, I've been putting out some spicy stuff, and um, you know, it's funny because YouTube is like, yeah, we're removing the dislike counter for our creators to help them. And I'm like, I can still see my dislikes. You know what I mean?
Just
So,
so you
yeah,
know.
you're not helping anyone, YouTube. You just suck. But
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
so it's interesting. You see the feedback. You see all the feedback, and whether it's comments or dislikes, so it's out there.
Yeah.
But
I just think that in the grand scope of things, the people who I care about for at least opinions are going to be my friends, my family in the end. And it took a
yeah,
while to get there. Took a while to get
no,
there.
and you're so right, and I love that a lot because I was reading something the other day as well that someone was saying like, you know, the opinions that I care about are the ones that I actually know, like the people that I know and love and actually have a say in my life. Why would I let someone who is totally random control my life or control my thoughts or emotions? Like, they don't know who I am, they've never spent time with me, they don't love me.
They're just an
Um,
avatar on Twitter.
yeah, exactly. Most likely with a furry icon or an anime icon or something, and you're like, oh, okay. But
Yeah. Mila message for 5 months. Dang, 5 months says Xray
nice.
and Mark Dream Team. Thank you. I mean, we do what we can, and I think we work. I chose him, and he chose me, and I like that.
What is that line in Pokemon?
I choose you.
and you choose me.
Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah. That song. Oh my God. We've been singing some bangers today on this stream.
Heck yeah. Smoo, you better be updating that list. Actually, and with the Pokemon song, choose the version that Dan Vasc did. That's a good version.
Yeah.
I forgot who he did the mix with because it wasn't his production, but it's so good.
That'll drop some pants.
Mm-hmm. Was I Mark's Pokemon? Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
We always joke around. I'm like, so when did you know? He's like, after the first date. After I grabbed
Aw.
your bum. I'm like, and you let me. I'm like, God,
I
Mark.
wasn't sure at first, but then I grabbed your bum and then I knew
I knew.
that was the
I
moment.
could grab that every day of my life.
That's how you know.
Yep. 20.
No, yeah, you guys are a dream team. You guys are like Superman and Lois. I love it.
Oh. I'm not gonna lie though. I wish Mark could fly. That'd be fun.
That would be cool.
Just a fun trick little hat that you have in the back of your pocket.
Yeah. Hey, who knows? By the year like 2050, maybe his leg can turn into a jetpack or something.
Ooh. It was Scar who sang it. Thank you. Jetpack would be freaking cool. I
Yeah.
don't know if we can do that. Guys, do you think technology will catch up by then? Do you think technology would catch up by then?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I will say, or I was gonna ask, if you could be a Pokemon, who would you be?
Ditto. Do you know who that
Just
Pokemon
because you
is?
could be every Pokemon?
Yes.
Wow, that's a lame answer. You can't do that.
Why? You stop. That is part of the question. I can morph into whatever I want. I can eat as much as I want and get fat and no one will know.
I that's like me going like, "Hey, if you could have 3 wishes, what would you wish for?" And you'd be like, "I'd wish for more wishes." That's lame.
World peace. Okay.
What?
World peace.
Oh, world peace. Yeah, that too, yeah.
Okay, fine. Everything but ditto. I can choose.
Yes.
Hmm.
And you can give like if you want to do maybe your top 3 or something.
Mew, because he's cute and can fly and is psychic.
Oh, yeah. Mew's dope.
Ooh, we got some other possible ones. We got Jinx. We got
Oh my God. Who Booba's Jinx's Boobas or something else.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. Gnomsky didn't want to be a Diglett. He just mistook Ditto for Diglett. Okay.
Oh.
What would you be, Max?
I would be Blastoise.
Ooh.
Blastoise seems super cool. I mean, he's just a giant. He looks like Bowser. And I don't know. I feel like I would be Blastoise, and then I'd have my Squirtle squad around me, so they'd all have those little sunglasses on,
They'd be so freaking cute.
and we just run train on all the other Pokemon. It'd be awesome.
I love that. If you had to choose a starter Pokemon as a Pokemon trainer, which one would you choose?
Oh, I'll let you go first.
Charmander, because fire is rare in the world.
I'm actually going to go with a girly option here, and I'm going to say Charmander as well, but because he's just super freaking cute.
Oh. I chose utility. You chose my looks. You had a girl answer completely.
I told you, see what happens when I do these streams with you? I become you.
Chat, who would you choose for your starter Pokemon? I would love to hear your answers. And Pikachu's not an answer. So Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur.
Oh, yeah. If it were between the 4, though, if Pikachu was an option, I'd still choose Pikachu. Or I wouldn't, yeah.
You would choose Pikachu, or you wouldn't? Sorry.
Yeah. I would choose Pikachu. I think he'd be dope.
Cute little mouse.
Yeah.
Farron says he'd be an Eevee. I don't know who Garchomp is.
Oh, is that one of the new?
One of the
No,
new
we're
ones,
talking
maybe?
OG Pokemon, like the
Oh, we got a couple Bulbasaurs in the chat.
Bulbasaur. Who wants to be a leaf Pokemon?
No, that for
Lame.
your starter Pokemon. For your starter. So there's some with Squirtles. Most people are okay. I'd say even answers. We got some even answers
Really?
across the
Oh,
board. Although
okay.
it looks like more Charmanders and Squirtles in the chat now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know about Bulby.
Bulby's fine because like the thing with Bulbasaur is he has you can find so many leaf Pokemon just in the world. So why
Right?
limit yourself? No, it's so
Exactly.
hard to find the fire ones. It's not until the later
Yes.
levels, right? At least that I've experienced.
Whenever I played the Game Boy game, it was impossible to find fire ones.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I always
So,
found like a ton of like rock or earth and
yep.
leaf.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's just the world we live in. Fire's rare, you know?
Yeah.
Or the Pokemon world we live in. Double Dip
What
says
was that?
Optimus Prime. Wrong show. Wrong show. Okay.
Yeah, Rachel would choose Squirtle and Nomi would choose Charmander. Yeah.
Onyx was never a starter Pokemon. What are you talking about?
What?
I would make a poll, but my keyboard's so far away, guys.
Oh no.
I can't.
Oh, Smoo, I didn't mean to upset you because Smoo chose Bulbasaur, but hey, no hate, no hate.
We're
Everyone has
allowed
their
our own
thing.
opinions.
Yeah.
Just yours is wrong.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. But you are a loser and you're wrong. And, no, I'm
Oh
kidding.
my god! No, you're horrible. You're horrible. All right, Max is not coming back next week.
Wow. Well, because you, what did you say earlier about? Uh, oh, you forgot that I was in the Marine Corps because you were like, Mark, who do we know that's a Marine? And you
Yep.
forgot me.
I forgot him.
So
Not gonna lie.
I don't even want to be back on the
Oh,
stream. Yeah.
okay. I see. I see. We
Mutual understanding.
Ooh, Gnomsky would be a Psyduck. He just looks so confused all the time, though. I feel bad for him.
There are a
Psyduck.
lot of. I feel like there are a lot of water Pokemon that like Magikarp. Even though Magikarp is useless.
Magikarp.
Magikarp. At least he turns into something cool. Gyarados is dope.
Yeah, I mean, the most useless Pokemon ever. Magikarp, I mean.
Yeah.
It becomes literally one of the most useful.
Yeah. But yeah, Blastoise is like he's OP because Squirtle is dope. And then what's his evolution Pokemon?
Squirtle is
Wartortle or something?
Wartortle and Blastoise. Yeah.
Yeah, like that evolution is OP. Same with Charmander. Like Charmeleon is like a teenager, like badass Charmander. Yeah, and then Charizard is just one of the he's like the flagship Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And he's one of the most rare and expensive cards out there.
Yep. Were you a card collector?
Not as much as I was into the like I collected comics more so than cards, and but I did get into the Pokemon phase for a bit. What about you?
When I was a kid, you know who is a card collector, and I just found out about this yesterday, is Nomi. She's got her cards
Really?
in little slots and in a
Sleeves?
book, and she brought it out,
Nice.
and it's I love it. It's so nerdy and adorable.
Oh, I love that.
Nomi's a nerd. She's a Pokemon nerd. Sorry, I outed you, Nomi. Love you.
Freaking nerd. Yeah.
You nerd. Yeah.
Was that on the your member stream?
Yeah.
Nice. How'd that go, by the way?
It was
Did
fun.
you,
It was fun. Too
good.
busy. Too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good stream. I had fun. Hopefully everyone else had fun as well. Oh my god, this guy has 2 guns. That's cool. Sorry.
Dual wielding. Yeah, Nomi said I collected the cards. Hell yeah, that's dope.
Good luck.
And Punk Waddle, what's up, Punk? He says Charmeleon.
Charmeleon. He comes and I don't know. I don't think how that works.
Something like that, yeah.
I don't think that's
That's
the
what I
word, but
immediately
it's
thought of
fine.
too. Hey, Abomination, what up, brother? Good to see you. And hey, fun stream last night, man. That was fun.
What happened last night? Tell me.
the Abomination AJ and a couple of my good friends all did a fun stream together, and they were just basically talking Mario, and uh, they're funny because not all of them agree. So it was just funny hearing them all like kind of converse and say like, "No, F you, you're wrong. Like this was why this, Bowser was a simp," and like all this stuff.
Oh,
So
hey,
it was just fun to listen to.
I said Bowser's a simp turned incel.
Oh my lord.
I mean, as a joke, guys. Okay. Well, is it? I don't know.
You're really gonna get the chat riled up.
Yeah. I mean, Jeremy explained the turn of that. That apparently it's in the game. So apparently it's like his norm. So I'm learning, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The movie's not for me. I was never a Mario guy, and I just I never
Mario,
really
you
been a
said it
video.
correctly, according to the Italians.
Yeah. So I've never been like a video game guy. So the movie's definitely not for me. So.
Yeah, but I guess chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Does it mean that Mario doesn't always get the girl either? Like I'm not gonna lie, when I played those games, I wasn't very good, so I never got to the end. I never got to the end of any of those games at all.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like I would have never won in those games. Ian So Forth for £15. Thanks, dude. That's proper money. He says, "Happy Easter to you, sir." Well, thank you, and happy Easter to you, my friend. He is risen. Yeah. Abomination says they massacred my boy. Yeah, dude, Bowser is dope as hell, and I guess he should be more feared, but I don't know. Like I said, I never really got into the game, so I don't know for 100%.
Yeah. And that's why I have no comment on that. Actual, I thought he was being ridiculous with the love story, but if apparently it's common lore, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just thought his undying love was cringe. But then again, I don't know. I don't know.
Let me ask you this: are male feminists cringe to you?
Like what level are we talking?
Like simp incel level, I guess. Like maybe Bowser level. I don't know if that's the level to which Bowser was, but I guess there's like men who claim to be feminists that are like, hey, I actually, believe this, and I think this is, a righteous cause. But then there are also men who are like, oh, I believe in feminism, but they only do it just to get laid, and I think that's when it becomes cringe.
Yeah, I guess it's intention, because I mean, I haven't really met a male feminist.
Yeah.
In
They're all
real
over
life.
Twitter.
They're all over Twitter, yeah. But that's the thing is are they like that in real life? I've never met one. I don't know. Do they sound like that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
In real life, so when I think online, yeah, it's super cringe. But introduce me to one because I would love to see how I feel about it.
Yeah.
No idea. I mean, the idea of it just doesn't sound like having someone be a agreeable person all the time, agreeing everything I say, yes, queen, all that stuff. I don't need that. I need someone who, I'm saying both my friends and my relationship, I need someone who will actually say when I'm wrong that I'm wrong. And when you say I'm wrong, I also want you to do it kindly.
Yes, yeah. And come from a place of understanding.
Yeah, because like people I really get nervous about seeing how people interact on Twitter because people are so aggressive. Yeah. You won't see me fighting things on Twitter because it's not worth it in my opinion.
It's not worth it. And it's like those people would never talk to you that way in real life. You know what I mean?
Exactly, but I also don't want to date someone who does that as well. Cause fights or even befriend. Well, I say that, and like we got a couple of Twitter people who are little trolls in our little realm of the earth, but who constantly do it. Let's just say that it is a constant in my life because that's just wasted energy. Again, is it worth it? Do you care about what these people actually think? I don't know. But that's how I look at it. I don't know. Would you want to date? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not going to even ask. I already know the answer.
A male feminist? Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, you did say that you would test Mark out for me. So
Yeah, that is true. Smooth said, "Oh, you mean fake feminists?" Yeah, I think.
Oh my God, Tango Bang says, "I love when you're wrong." Remember the time I said Ironheart instead of Brave? Oh, I said Braveheart instead of Ironheart. No one corrected me. That was the worst part. No one corrected me because I was like, the suit looks so ridiculous, like Braveheart's. No one said anything.
Oh, I would have gone nuts because I love the Braveheart movie. So if I thought you were talking about
I didn't mean Braveheart, I meant Ironheart, and just I think people understood. And then I went to chat, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry, I meant this person," and they're like, "We know, it's fine."
Dang. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Smooth the DJ for €5 says, "Poor Choices dating show when we got to find enough contestants."
Oh my lord!
You know, got to have a pool. But you know, if you see someone that you like out there, Smooth, you should just go for it. Just go for it. Why not?
What's the worst that can happen? They say no.
Take a crazy chance. Why not do a crazy dance?
Song.
If you lose the moment, you will lose a lot.
Lose your life.
So why not?
That was Hillary Duff, yeah?
Yes, it was.
Oh, she's my freaking queen. See, I would simp and male feminize over her if that makes sense. But then that would be too cringy.
I literally just did.
See, yeah, it's weird. It's not. You shouldn't yeah, I don't know. It's basically white knighting. Even Mila, she says, "I think they're cringe. I used to work with one. He was all about apologizing that he was a white hetero male." Ugh.
And that's another thing that I don't agree with, when you blame an entire generation or singular person for the mistakes of someone else's generations past or your generations past. I don't like that. Just what?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Makes no sense. Makes no sense. It would be like if there were an X-ray tech that gave me a bad X-ray and didn't catch something, and then from that moment on, I denounce all X-ray techs, so I'd never be your friend because you are an X-ray tech. You know what I mean? Like, that's wild. That's insane.
Twitter does
Rachel
that.
says, yeah. Rachel says, "A male feminist who holds the original values of the feminist movement of equity for women, that's fine, but current ideals of the male feminist, no way." And Ruben Christopher Hayes says, "I like the multi-camera setups. Happy to see you both having fun."
Hi, Ruben.
Thanks, Ruben. Yeah,
Thank
these multi-cams are great. I love X-ray setup, and I'm really happy with how mine turned out as well. So I really am enjoying these streams a lot.
They're so I was about to say they're so chill, but I lost a head.
Yeah.
Off with his head.
Off.
Feeling like a queen. Isn't that what queens do?
The specific queen, yeah. Queen of Hearts.
Yeah. Yeah, SG says blaming others is easier than improving yourself. No, it is true. I was thinking this morning when I was working out, I was like, God, I remember when I was, I think, 19 or 20 when I was getting into hot yoga. And there was a line that was continually said throughout my practice, years of practice, was, breathe in all the things of your day that you had stressed about, that was difficult, that was hard, that wasn't in your control, and breathe it out and let go of it. And I remember thinking, that is such a stupid line.
Oh, you didn't like that, huh?
No, at first, because I'm like, God, why do I have to keep saying that? But then I was thinking, no, it is so true. Take it in, realize it, and then let it go, because that's going to be what life is going to be like. Absolutely. you can't control everything, so you just gotta let it go. And so it's kind of like this physical movement that I integrated with like my thoughts and kind of just enacted it
Yeah.
for myself. So I
Do
don't
you
know.
do you miss hot yoga? Like, do you miss
Yeah,
that?
well, I mean, I haven't done it since pre-COVID. There's no studio
yeah,
close
wow.
to me, and we're down to one car. My dad
Oh.
needed to borrow my car, and so I let him. And so it's been a bit of a difficult situation sometimes because then we have to coordinate. But
Yeah.
well, I will get my car back eventually. Eventually, I can't. Well, I'm thinking Mark probably more so doesn't like going down to one car than me. I like it because work can't tell me to come into work. I'm like, sorry,
there
don't
you
have a
go.
car.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Because now you've been doing the Peloton, right? Do you still
Yep.
do that, or do
Yep.
you do like your own workouts now, or how's that been?
Peloton. So I'll do that for cardio, and then if I need to add anything, I'm trying to be better, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, no one
Oh
knows what
yeah.
hot yoga is, or Alan doesn't know what
Oh.
hot yoga is. So yoga in a hot room, 30-ish degrees Celsius, 30 to 36, depending on where you are, and there's a humidity factor in there as well.
Ooh, yeah.
So I don't know what that translates to imperial. Chat, you might have to help me.
It is a workout.
Like it is. You think yoga is not cardio, and even without the heat, it is insane cardio if you
Yeah.
do it right. Yeah, and oh my god, I remember. This is such a weird like. Oh, where did this come from? I did a hot yoga. I went to the hot yoga studio for like forever, and then some guy on the street randomly was like, "Hey, do you go here?" And I'm like, "Yeah." See, they recognized me outside of my suit. I would never
Oh.
recognize anyone because I don't look at people.
Yeah, I feel like when you're in that environment, like you're just trying to focus on the workout.
I'm
not
focusing
really
on I'm
looking at.
dying.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I'm
was
not really focusing on what other people are doing.
absolutely not. 38 degrees is 100 Fahrenheit. There we go. There we go.
There's no way it's 100. I was gonna say like maybe 80 or 90
38
degrees.
degrees is 100 Fahrenheit. I don't know.
Oh my lord.
I don't know.
Ruben asks, Max, what is your close-up camera? So this one that I'm pointing to right now, that you guys can see my finger, this is the Canon SL3 Rebel SL3, something like that. The one that you guys can see me on, though, this guy, is the Canon EOS M200. It's the same camera that Quarter Black uses and Gary use. The M200 is much better for streaming purposes. Canons really aren't meant to stream that well, so the M200 works great. The top-down camera, the one that I'm using for the models, does not stream very well, but it works with the software that I have. So both are great though. I mean, both are DHL or DH. What are those cameras called?
DSLR.
DSLR. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Both are DSLR cameras. So.
Okay, Mila, I love the way she phrases this. Imperial is actually called freedom units.
Oh, I love that. That is dope.
Thank you, Mila.
They're called freedom units.
And
yeah.
is metric the oppressed units? In Canada, it is. Oh no. Oh my goodness.
The oppressed units. Oh my gosh.
In some ways, I feel oppressed here. I'm sure. Election time
Well,
soon for Toronto.
Oh Lord.
Our mayor, he was caught. Oh, I don't know if he was caught, but he admitted to cheating on his wife, and so he's stepping down.
Why does that not? I don't know if you've ever watched Parks and Rec, but I feel like politicians are always caught up in some sort of sexual scandal.
Yeah.
And Parks and Rec makes fun of that, but
and it makes sense, if I can't trust you to be faithful to your wife, why do I want you to be
right.
mayor?
Exactly. If you can't even keep the commitment to your wife, how are you going to keep a commitment to a country or a city or whatever?
Yeah.
Smoo says Fweedom with
Freedom.
Fweedom. Fweedom.
All right.
And then she said Fweedom.
Come on, camera. This one's cool. I like the way he's holding the gun. And I mean, I like that he has 2 guns.
Ooh. Let me see. I'm going to wait for your stream to catch up.
Roll him around a little bit. And again, I'm not putting the backpacks on to make it easier to paint.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he's got one slung over the shoulder, and then the
Yeah.
other one he's held up.
I like
Nice.
it.
That's dope.
Two for the price of one, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
And when I'm done building, how many models do I have left to build besides the car? I have to prime this before we, I have, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, you still have another squad, I think.
I do. Oh my god, this is so fun. I don't want to even stop. This is the worst. I finished my model.
It's so funny. You're like, oh, I still need to build the car, and I'm like, the tank or the car?
Yes, the tank, as you say.
They drive a little clown car.
Yeah, look at this. It looks like a car. Okay, tank. You're right. It looks like a tank. I don't think I can mistake that for a car. It has like, oh my god, it's just cool. So, forgive me for this. It has these 2 double barrel guns, and then another one that comes out of a hatch in the hole. Like I said, forgive me. Don't laugh at me. I also think it's funny that there is an arrow, like, this way is up. I don't know. Is this like a Space Marine thing? Or is it like a symbol for something?
I think that is a like one of the logos or symbols, one of the emblems that you can put on there.
Okay. It doesn't mean this side is up.
I don't believe so.
No.
I think that's an Ultramarines logo. I don't collect Ultramarines, but I think that's one of their like things. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, because I think it indicates the level of maybe the Marine, because there's a bunch with Omega and a bunch with the arrow up, and then some with like symbols in the arrows. So I feel like it indicates a type of symbol. Also, there's ones with like freaking capes that are so cool.
Oh yeah, those guys are dope. The scout troopers, like the snipers.
I guess I don't know. I'm learning. John Kennedy for $2 says, Xray, please vote Chris Sakoshia for mayor. I can't vote because I'm not a Toronto citizen, Torontonian. So I'm just, in it to hear about the politics a little bit. Torontonian.
Honestly, politics are pretty dang boring. Like, we're doing this study in our statistics class right now, talking about like elections and polling and the statistics of how likely it is that one candidate, and I'm like, this is so boring, and just like, I don't want to learn about politics. Like, that's lame. But I don't know, maybe that's just me.
Steve Michaels, I missed your super chat. I'm so sorry. Did a $5 with a corgi. I apologize for being a bit late on that. I miss any. I'm just gonna make sure.
You're just so enveloped in the building.
The building and the chat.
Yeah.
I think I got everything.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. Guys, I hope you're enjoying this. I want to do more. I also don't want to keep Max. Max, what time is it at your place?
It's almost 10. 5 minutes to 10, so it's all good.
What do you have planned for the rest of the day, sir?
Honestly, yeah, speaking of statistics, I actually have to study. We have an exam coming up, not this week, but next week. So I'll be studying for a stats exam. Got to finish some homework and assignments. I filmed probably 2 videos yesterday.
Nice.
So I just need to edit those, and then I'll be putting those out. So yeah, that's what I'll probably be doing the rest of the day. Like I said, I did church yesterday. So
got that done. Get her done.
Yeah.
Somebody
done.
come
What
get her.
Oh my God. No, it's stuck in my head again.
I'm so sorry.
I had the Hillary Duff song stuck.
Why not take a crazy okay. I'm done. Hi, Andrew.
What about you? What do you got going on today?
I'm gonna do let's see if Az replied back. Sunday Fun Day, which might be just solo Sunday Fun Day. So I guess that's kind of
Okay.
like a nooner.
Mm.
Sort of. I'm gonna play Conan Exiles. If I'm solo, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of building Mr. Porkchop's house, and then I'm gonna go over to Isle of Septa, my new map that I'm exploring, and then work on that. And then Forbidden Frontiers on Nerd Erotic Live, which we're talking about giants. So, you know, my people.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, you're gonna fit right in. Everyone pretty much 9 feet and over. I mean, that's
Yeah.
those are your people, like you said.
Oh my God. Yeah. Being an American, have you ever heard of Rob Ford?
Rob Ford. Why does that name sound so familiar?
He is probably Ford, the last name, but he is a previous mayor of Toronto. May he rest in peace. He wanted to lose weight, and he was also a joke to a lot of Americans because of the way he ran things and his personality. I feel bad when he went on Jimmy Kimmel. He got roasted.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then he got caught smoking crack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And now his brother is the premier. So whoever the leader of your states is, that equal to our province. Yeah. Like the Ford family has been doing well, I guess. I personally really liked Rob Ford. He might have been known as a joke to most people, but I preferred the openness he had. I mean, don't prefer the smoking of crack, but you know.
I was gonna say that might deter me from.
But that was found out while he was the mayor. I think.
Okay.
I think. Might be fudging my details a bit. But yeah, Aura, I saw your message there about Rob Ford. Oh, but he actually put a scale inside a city hall so he get measured daily, his weight. Kind of like that. It's very based. I mean, he didn't lose that much, but he tried. It's difficult. It's tough.
Was he like 300 pounds big,
Oh, he
or
was
was
a
he
big
just like?
boy. He a big boy. Got belly.
Okay, so yeah, he big. I thought he was just maybe like, hey, I'm a little overweight. I want to, get a little bit more in shape, and you guys can follow me on that journey. But it's like, oh no, I'm gonna.
Yeah. I already got primer. I bought this one. So I saw your message, Iron Omega. I just went to the store and bought what they told me.
Remind me again, is it Army Painter primer?
Gamesworkshop.com, Citadel Color Gray Sear Model Paint.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to work, I'm sure. And then I got the Games Workshop sealer as well.
Yeah, that'll be great, because then the paint most likely won't chip. I'm wondering if that'll give kind of I haven't used that before, but I wonder if it's going to give kind of a gloss look to your guys once you paint them. So I'm very interested to see if it gives them that type of like glossy shine once you put that finisher on them. So we'll see.
We're gonna have to see. I have no clue. You know what? I've decided I'm gonna make one more model, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
If you have the time, Max, I know you're being very polite and letting me finish first, but if you need to go at any time, just let me know. I'll be right back.
No, I'll be here. You're good. Hello, X-Rays chat. Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. Happy Easter, everyone. And yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging, chilling, building, whatever it is you guys are doing, enjoying the stream. We are just glad you're here. Punkwaddle for a super chat for $5. Dude, thank you so much. He says, thanks for the chill build stream and conversation. These are always fun. I also wanted to drop that I'm starting to make videos for my own channel. Oh, fantastic, dude. Hey, you know what? I love it. And please let me know what your link is, or drop the link in Twitter or something so I can share it. What kind of videos are you making? Are you gonna be doing building stuff like Gundam or Warhammer? Are you gonna do commentary videos? Definitely let me know. Smooth says, thank you for being awesome. No, thank you for being awesome. Yeah, you guys are the best. We love doing this stuff with you guys because it's just, like I said earlier, it's super chill, and you guys can either build with us or paint with us, um, or have a conversation with us. Um, but yeah. Okay, the Munitorum varnish has a smooth matte finish. Cool. All right. Like I said, I've used varnish before, but I've used it for basing. So like normally what I've done with Warhammer bases is I will put the gravel on there, or I will do the paint application, because Games Workshop and Citadel now has that, what do you call it? It's like that new material that almost acts like gravel that you can put down on a base, but some of it will flake off, and so I have used varnish for that, especially with like lava effects on a base. I've done that before and it's worked out well. But sometimes it comes out looking shiny, and then your lava doesn't look good, or your ground doesn't look good because it looks like a shiny gravel, and yeah, no bueno.
Jojo,
No
say something.
bueno.
No?
Say again? Oh, Jojo.
She's come on stream with me. Hello.
Oh,
Thank you for holding the fort.
of course, yeah. Um, Jojo looks like Garrett Ewok.
Maybe that's why I liked him so much. But we
Oh
can't
my
have you
God,
here.
he's so tiny.
This one's so tiny compared to the other one.
Yeah.
He's like a chonker. Say hi. Okay. All right, I let you go.
No.
Okay. So I'm going to make one more.
Okay.
And then another. And then another. I'm kidding.
And we're just gonna go for, well, if this stream is anything like your Conan streams, we could probably go for 6 hours. So.
Yeah. Literally 6 hours. Okay, so 38 and 37. Finding these numbers are really difficult. I'm so freaking blind.
Like finding the head, it's difficult.
Finding the head is really difficult. I don't see. Maybe it's not on this one. Oh, we're back to A. We're back to A. That's why. The A plate.
You know what? I also like this a lot, Xray, is normally I'll put this off, like I'll be like, yeah, I'll build later this week or something, or you know, like I'll pull the models out for a little bit, but then I end up not doing it. I'll like, put on a TV show, or I'll pick up a comic book or something. So I love these build streams because they're almost kind of making me get into my inventory a lot and build more than I normally would. So I love that.
Yeah. I'm forcing you. Forcing
Good.
you to
Forced
work.
against my will. Yeah, I love
Is it really against your will?
No.
I mean,
It's like
go
I
ahead.
don't know if you were like this at all, but there'll be times where I'm like, I don't really want to go out to this party, or I'm not really feeling going out to the bar today or something. And then I end up going out and I have a freaking blast. And I'm like, why did I not want to come out? That was a lot of fun.
It's like going to the gym.
Yeah. Well, the gym I kind of have a fixation with. I actually really enjoy going to the gym.
Okay. It's like going to the gym for most people.
Yeah, I'm a bit sadistic. I like
Oh, you hear that? Ladies,
the
ladies.
pain.
He likes being, you know.
Yeah. I should be a Slanish. I should collect Slanish because I would love her to just go
You hear that,
nuts.
ladies? She wants a Slanish. He wants you to
Go Slanish.
I don't know
all
what
over
does
me.
Slanish do. I don't know the lore enough to make a joke. I'm sorry. He wants you to have orgies.
Slanish got those lips and tongues and orgies and all that stuff. Yeah.
Have all the
Tentacles.
orgies. Oh Jesus. Cheeses, cheeses, cheeses. Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if you would like the Drukari X-Ray Girl, because they're like,
Drukari.
yeah, they're the dark elves that worship Slaanesh, and yeah, their whole thing is like
Ooh.
enslaving people.
I love enslaving people. Watch my Conan streams. Y'all know.
Yeah.
Y'all know. Going bonk
Smoo
sprees.
Smoo says, Max, are you being kept hostage by tall Asian women? Please blink twice if
I'm
you
like, wow. Why does someone ask that? But of all of them, like, Mark apparently is being held against his will. It's
Oh,
totally
no.
his will that he wants to be held there.
Ah, I see. So he and I are both on the same page in terms we like to be, yeah.
Oh
Let's
no, I'm
see.
gonna have like a I'm gonna have a what do you call it? A street cred on doing this. People are gonna
I mean,
think
to
it's
be
true.
fair, I really wouldn't have an option if you're, with your height, with your size, because you're such a giant, I really wouldn't even be able to say no.
You have to say yes.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Okay, so 39. I wonder, okay, chat, for you Warhammer model builders, including yourself, Max, did I not put on the cape
Hmm.
before painting? Because I feel like it's going to be hard to get in those crevices, those crevasses.
All them cracks and crevices. Yeah, the cape is going to be really difficult. If you're not putting on the backpack, I would say probably don't put on the cape. But
Okay. I think,
but
because, yeah.
chat may say something different. I don't know.
Mark likes being held next to your will.
Yep.
Ooh. Ooh, I wonder what Mark would say. We have it on camera that Xray Girl does steal Mark's leg. Yeah, facts. Facts. I can't deny that. I also beat him, but, that's also on
Oh
camera.
God.
He enjoys a good beaching, as
Yeah,
Barbie puts it.
a good beach. Or as Ken would say, he likes to beat him. He likes when you beat him off.
When I beach him off?
When you beach him off. Yep.
Yep. Do it all the time.
Yep. Oh no.
Just go with that. Just go
Hey, what's up, Flaccid? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for
Ooh.
being here, Don.
Ooh, we like when we have Flaccid in the chat.
We love a good Flaccid, because
In
then
the
you know what
chat.
that means. In the chat, yeah. Not in real life. We want something more than Flaccid in real life. But in the chat, he's great.
In the chat, he's very great. Very great to have Flaccid in the chat. What am I doing? I should stop talking.
And Soul Assassin agrees. He said I would probably put the cape on last after painting.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I totally did not check after I asked a question. I realized that. I apologize.
No, you're good. I get distracted as well, believe me.
Guys, I'm making Mark the cyborg. Look, he has no right leg.
Oh, he has a cyborg leg?
I don't know. I just haven't put it on yet.
Oh. Some of these guys do have cybernetic arms and legs, so you may find one with a cyborg leg.
Ooh. Well, this one I will dub a Mark, and he's actually part of the Eliminator squad. So the one with the snipies.
Sniper, no sniping.
Snipies. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the cape kind of in the vicinity of it, and then I will paint it afterwards separately and then glue him on. 41. Nice. Okay, and then I need 40. And okay, I'll do that for now. Can't do too many things at once. Not too many things at once. Oh my goodness. So it sounds like you're going to have a very responsible day.
I hope so.
Wow!
I really hope that, like, I don't know. Have you ever?
Yes.
So you're very organized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you make you have a daily organizer, weekly organizer?
Mm-hmm.
Do you make checklists, and do you like to check things off to feel productive?
Sometimes. Okay. Not all the time. Sometimes. Yes. What's up?
Because for me, in order to make sure that I feel very productive and like do things during the day, I have to make a checklist and like I have to be super organized, and I'll feel more motivated once I start checking things off. So I'm
Mhm.
hoping that that will happen today because I really need to study. So,
Yeah.
um,
The motivation to
but
study is always the worst.
I know, yeah.
Uh, that's why a lot of people become procrastinators. I
Mm-hmm.
totally I've done that myself, become a procrastinator.
Mm.
But I found that the best way for me to do it, I don't know if this will work for you, is lo-fi music, or
Yes.
classical.
Amen.
And then on top of that, putting my phone literally across the room from me. And I
Yeah.
put a timer on, 50 minutes usually. And then once
50.
that timer goes off, I can go pick up my phone and do whatever I want for 10 minutes. And then I can
Mm.
um, do that again, cycle it. I don't know. I found that the easiest way for me, kind of creating like how, I don't know, your classes, it's like 50 minutes long usually or 2 hours.
Oh no, our classes at night are 4 hours long.
Oh, shoot. Never mind.
Yeah, we go from like 6 to 10.
Wow.
So,
Never
um,
mind. I don't know if
yeah,
you can relate then.
it kind of sucks, but yeah, 50 minutes. I can't hold my attention for that long. I could probably do 30, but I like that though, because like you said, you do need a break every now and then,
Hmm.
but that's a good time to like take a break, stretch out, go for a walk,
Yeah.
come back.
And like, I don't know if you have any board exams at the end of all the stuff that you do, but I always treated studying, and I kind of like this, like a job. So you have your 8 hours
Yeah,
to do your thing, and then after that you sign off and you go do your life as normal, because that's
nice.
it's better than chunking things in together. And I kind of
Yeah.
wish I had that implemented in my life back then, but that's okay. It is what it
Yeah,
is.
because this was all. How was your tests and your studying time for X-ray technician? Was that a pretty arduous process?
No. So you need to take your prerequisite courses for the program I was in. Bunch of physics, chemistry, biology, math. I think that was it. And then after that, you apply, you get in, and then it was 3 years, 2 years of study, 1 year of practical. But it's kind of in conjunction. Like we have these like labs, which I think for most people, they found that the hardest part. I found that the easiest. I love labs. I was so good at it. Like the
Did you like it just because they were more like practical and you could actually be hands-on?
Yep. Because in the end, that was like what you're gonna be doing with
Yeah,
your life, and so learning that and kind of implementing that and knowing what to do in all the situations. You never learn everything in school, but I thought it was easy, especially after finishing a degree. It was significantly easier because I find the didactic portions of my practice a lot more.
ooh. No,
Uh,
I was just gonna say, sorry, didactic. I was like, okay, X-ray girl getting
Sorry, I went
intellectual on
schoolgirl
us.
for a moment there. I went schoolgirl. The actual physical component where you're talking and moving and all that part, all that stuff, much easier than book learning. I freaking hate book
Yeah.
learning. I learned how to be a good student for my mind, which went
Okay.
everywhere. I'm one of those restless people.
Do you have any study habits? Like, did you do flashcards? Did you do study guides? Did you
Oh,
like
flashcards. They were my favorite. Now
that was
there's
your
freaking
jam?
apps to like help you make flashcards with like
Yeah,
point
right?
systems, and it's so intense. I had to literally buy flashcards and write them out.
How absurd of a process to write on paper on a flashcard. Ugh.
But I will say, so I tried typing notes in class, hated it. When the iPad came out, oh my God, my life was changed. I love iPads. The best tablet you'll ever find in the world. So I could write my notes on the PowerPoint slides.
Mhm.
amazing because I preferred writing notes versus typing them.
Typing.
So at the time, technology didn't exist when I went to university. Like tablets started coming out, but they sucked. And
Yeah.
once the iPads came out and I could afford one, they were expensive, and it it changed my life. My life.
I,
Bye, Farron. Thank you for joining. What were you about to say?
I have been seeing those iPads everywhere now, and all the girls in my classes, most of them actually, um, use that form to take notes because you can also, like you said, take notes on the PowerPoint, but then you can also input pictures onto it.
Yep.
So like if there's a graph or something, you can put it on the note, thing that you're writing about, like, or you could draw, like it's incredible. So I definitely need to look into that because it's just another level of taking notes.
Yeah, I also because I was in smaller classes, you could record lectures while you're writing notes. And something so cool is the app I used, it can time when you write or record things so that when you're like, "Oh my God, I forgot what they said," or "I didn't write everything I needed for that note," you can go back and it kind of attaches to that so that you can find what you missed.
Yeah.
So cool.
Te-
Technology is amazing.
It's pretty rad. It's Ooh, here's a good question for you. I had this question on one of my streams the other day, and it was really interesting to hear what the guy said. But technology is pretty badass. Like, it has offered us a lot of really incredible things and has made us a lot smarter, but it has also made us a lot dumber. And
Facts.
so my question is, do you think we've, as a society, do you think we've always been crazy and the internet just amplified that crazy to the world now that we can all see it? Or
What
do
kind
you
of
think
crazy are you talking about though?
uh
Because that matters.
I I I guess like whether it's like mental illness or just conversations that seem pointless, do you think that there has been an uptick in instability, personal, mental, emotional, social instability because of social media? Or do you think it's always been there and social media just amplified it or made it worse? You know what I mean? Because,
Um,
like,
hmm.
I think it's a little bit of column A and column B, but
I'll say it's both.
yeah.
Because awareness about the news, right? Because you
Hmm.
had your local news, your national news. You could only know what was on the news about the world. Can change things. There was a study actually about a little town. They did a 30-year kind of study. The researcher came, chatted with a bunch of people, got information, and they quantified how far these kids were allowed to go outside of the house. Okay. And he related it to the amount of crime. And so when he went back 30 years later, when a lot of those kids that he talked to are parents and same thing. So apparently the crime rate in this town never changed. But with the internet and the awareness, of course, people are more scared. But the radius that the kids were allowed to go out into the world, in the neighborhood, became a lot smaller. And I'm sure
Hmm.
you're aware of this too. And that was just for that one city town. I forgot what town this was done in. So that does say something about information, being more aware. It makes you more scared, more fearful.
Yeah. For sure.
Because would you have known about that? The rapist, the murderer, all this stuff in other places? Probably not. And then
Yeah.
one thing I want to mention on top of that is we are not challenged on a physical hunger, financial strain as our predecessors. So when you contrast that to what people are experiencing today, when we talk about experiences, what hardship have people experienced? People actually went through hunger. Like my parents went through so much stuff, the war,
Mm.
escaping on a boat with hundreds of people, pirates fighting people, like the stuff that they went through is like legit scary. And now
Yeah.
we're almost on the other end of things because we haven't experienced what actual hardship is that they had experienced. And I think that has increased a lot of mental illnesses and fear in people. I don't know. That's my thoughts.
Definitely fear, and like you said, it amplifies like the worst things. So it like shows us like, oh, murderers and rapists and molesters and like all kinds of really, really insane, like really scary stuff. And so people think that is just reality, and I think a lot of people think that that it's more because it's not like, I don't know. I want to say that there's a small minority of people that are actually, murderers and rapists and stuff.
Of course.
But because we see it so much, it just feels like that's the world now, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Like, think about the things that people are complaining about. Oh my God, the internet went out. My life
uh-oh.
is over. My phone broke. Oh no. How many people, if you forget your phone at home, will go back and actually grab it? Things like that. That apparently is so
Oh,
hard
yeah.
to live without, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can all relate. I would go back and grab my phone. I'm not going to lie. It's also
Oh,
my work.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, what if someone needs to reach me?
yeah. And so when you think about how our parents lived in our age and how we live, like, we get upset over some of the smallest things ever.
Oh
These-
my God, yeah.
Ew.
If if people knew, if people left the US and went to some place like the Middle East and they saw how women were treated there, and then they came back to America, I guarantee you they'd have a different view, and they'd have a different song and dance that they'd be pretty much saying like, "Hey, guys, America is pretty freaking sweet. Like we have our problems, sure, just like every other country does,
Uh-huh.
but in the grand scheme of things, we have things pretty fucking great." Oh, sorry.
Wait, what?
I said we have things pretty freaking great, but I
We
said the
do. We
yeah.
do. I think we do. Like, I
Yeah.
I have a lot of family in Vietnam. Some very rich, some very, very poor.
Mm,
And, you know, to have your own room in Vietnam, to have a working toilet,
yeah.
that is a luxury. We are so freaking
Wow.
lucky here. And I think
Yeah.
that I want people to travel more just to realize even little things like that because,
Yeah.
you know, life was hard. Getting water is hard. I don't know.
Like,
Procuring like tampons and pads for girls in certain countries
yeah.
is hard.
So I went on a missions trip when I was in high school through my church, and one of the women's outreach programs, like the guys, we had our outreach program, and the girls had theirs. And one of the things that the girls were doing in Africa was that they were providing hygienic products to the women that were there that either couldn't afford them or didn't have the access to them. So little things like that, like we were trying to help with, but yeah, I mean, in Africa, you're literally talking about your bathroom is just a hole in the ground.
Yep,
So, like, when we would
same.
go to the bathroom, it was like you
It
would
was
go
ash,
behind,
right?
yeah, you would essentially go behind a building, and you would just kind of have to, sorry for the TMI, but you just kind of have to squat down, and there's a hole in the ground.
Hmm.
That is legitimately the bathroom. So, um, yep. So
Yeah.
there you go. I mean, we got it pretty nice.
Yep. And that's why these fights that happen on Twitter, it's like people don't realize, like, oh my God, you're not respecting my whatever opinions that they're having. I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, your opinion is a drop in the bucket. Like, I think, uh, and I look at even just like politics and the way governments are run. We have so many people that are in need in our own country, but yet we're helping uh, with the financial strain on our own economy, other
Mm,
countries, and I don't love it. Like people, I always get so mad about how when we have immigrants and the government helps these immigrants, and I mean it's fine, I get it, they need help, but they get more financial help than our own retirees.
yeah, then veterans in your own city or something,
Yeah,
like
like even just pension from the government, it's like
yeah.
it sucks that we can't even take care of our own. Like we talk about the indigenous people that are in Canada and how crappy we've been to them, and yes, we've been very crappy to them. They barely get help compared to like you look at I don't know. I get today's world with Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Not good. It's not
Flaccid
good.
says, Flaccid says, make hole in the ground toilets great again. He also says, yeah, the Middle East has that whole woman thing down real well. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that's God, that shit is scary. I mean,
Yeah.
you watch videos and you when you've been there and you see how women are treated and you're like, wow, that is bad.
Yeah, and we talk about women's
Like,
rights here as if it's like the worst thing in the world that women are being
oh
treated
my,
however they're being treated right
yeah.
now.
Oh, it is like you are a slave to your husband. Like it's not even patriarchal. It's like no, you're just a straight up slave. You will do what other men tell you to do. Um, you will be beaten. You will be all kinds of nasty stuff. It's
Yeah.
oh, God, that's awful.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh s-
Chat.
what's up?
Your guy looks good.
Yeah, he looks
I
great.
think he had binoculars. Is that yeah?
He had binoculars and a big gun.
Yeah, he did.
Uh
Space Marines always have big guns.
Sadly, in California, has tipped $5. I try to stay grateful, but sometimes it's hard when all you see is ungrateful minority who hate the country and also kids getting involved in adult spaces. Just, I don't know. Hard to decide. My personal take is just ignore them. But I mean, you can't always ignore the problem either. I don't live in California, so I don't know how bad it is. Max, I've heard from you some of the things that you've said, and yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
I will say in terms of ignoring it, if you live someplace like here in California, it is very difficult to ignore because even if you try and ignore it, it's in your face so much that oh man, you really kind of have to go out of your way to not notice it, um, or at least not acknowledge it. So but yeah, that's why you have things like hobbies and friends, and you have to go out and go do things to kind of get you away from the
The
stuff that pulls you
craziness.
down.
The
Yeah.
craziness. Hi, Kara. Okay. All right. I am done. My last one. I said I was going to only do one more, and I got to control myself. I got to control
And
myself.
yeah, I'm debating because so the Primaris captain that I'm making right now, I have the current custom head that I have for him was going to be for a Black Templar's army, but I'm actually debating if I want to make him into a different I'm thinking about maybe changing out the head and seeing if we can put him in like a Roman centurion army or something. So
Ooh.
we'll see. So I think that'll be a good place for me to stop too, because I got to figure out
What to
what
do
custom
next?
head.
Yeah.
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 So,
The woke contagion in Ontario hospitals and healthcare. Like we have in our hospital system, we've implemented pronouns. That doesn't really bother me too much, to be honest. Um, what I need to be accurate is to know if you were born female or male, just so I can ask about pregnancy. So I'm not shooting you with x-rays when you're pregnant. That's really it. I
yes.
really don't care about pronouns in that sense. Like, it bothers me if it's there or not. That's fine. I just don't want you to be yelling at me to state my pronouns. I think that was more my issue. If you want to,
And
yeah.
I think too if you maybe make a mistake and you say a different pronoun than they want you to, I think they have to be understanding and accepting of your if you make a mistake, like
Yeah.
because like you said, you don't want someone yelling at you for a simple mistake. You want to have a
Hmm.
conversation and say, "Oh, you know what? That's my fault. All right, we'll do this now." So,
Yeah, and I have like before pronouns became a thing, I made it easier on myself to not say Mr., Miss, Mrs., Ma'am, Sir. I just said
mm.
people's names. It was just so
Oh, there you
much
go. Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Your name is going to be static. It's what you have.
Yeah.
And if you go by a different name, a nickname, I'll try to abide by that because that's just respect. So it's just easier because I will forget a pronoun, but I won't forget your name.
This is true. And being, saying your name just feels more personal. I always appreciate it when the doctor, or even when friends are like, hey, Max, just, there's that personal touch. Um, we do have Dispy in the chat. We got
Hi,
good old
Dispy.
Disbrew. Yeah, what's going on, brother? He says, he goes, I would never go for medical treatment at a place that had to ask me if I was pregnant.
No.
Yeah.
This is a actual factual thing we need to do. It's legally binding that we have to ask because guess what? If you're pregnant and you go into a CT scanner, you're going to get a lot of dose, and the baby could possibly have cancer.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you have filled out the proper paperwork and you put your gender down, like your biological gender down, hopefully you would be able to hopefully you'd be able to look at that and go, okay, you can't go in an X-ray machine because you're a biological female. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, well, okay. I kind of understand what you're saying. When a doctor gives you a requisition, and especially if it comes from your family doctor, I'm not getting that information. All I have is this paper saying needs a X-ray, needs a CT scan. This is why. Doesn't say everything about the person's health, right? I only get a very quick snapshot. Cough. That's why they need chest X-ray. Like it's all the information I'm getting. So if you're a female and you get pregnant, it's radiation is something that is there's a finite line where you could get problems from radiation, but there also is random genetic defects that can happen with just getting radiation as well. As like with every day, we try to mitigate that, and it's just something that we have to do. Like you're not going to go under the knife to get nose surgery when you're pregnant, right? It's just all part of the medical system.
Right.
And guess what? If you're pregnant and you don't tell me and your child has a birth defect, guess who they're blaming?
Yeah.
Right?
It's going to be the hospital on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys could potentially get sued. Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Kara says, I've always been asked. See? Anyways, I don't want to take up more of your time, Max. But thank you so much. This was fun.
These have turned out to be a lot of fun. I know this is only our second one, but I've really been enjoying this time to hang out with you and the chat and participate in one of my favorite hobbies, which is literally just building little plastic crack figures. So I love it. Thank you for having me on. This has been really fun.
It's been really great. And next week we are coming back for sure.
We are, because I guess it's a special day or something.
Maybe.
Is that what I'm? Yeah.
It's 4 squared.
4 squared.
That's how I look at it. Next week is a birthday stream, which I'm excited to spend some time with you building this, and hopefully by then we'll have more bodies, and then I'm gonna prime these babies to paint. I think in a couple of weeks, probably going to be at least 2 more build streams, and then we'll paint the fun things. So you're going to have to guide me through that.
I am here for it, and as the chat says, plastic crack is the best crack.
Yes.
I'm super excited for your birthday. I just want to celebrate that. I want us to celebrate you. That's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm just looking forward to it. So that'll be next Sunday. So make sure that you guys are here for that, because that'll be great to wish our girl happy birthday.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone, and I will see y'all later. Bye.